Hey guys, thanks to everyone who was waiting. I was just watching there, it says that there was 3 people waiting, so thanks for everyone who was waiting there. I do appreciate it. And you can see I'm back with my Zoom. Been playing around with this for a few days now, and well, a day or so. Yeah, a day or so. Yeah, really happy with this. This is a fantastic little device, absolutely fantastic. Oh, I need to mute that. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. I'm still getting to grips with it. I've got a good understanding of the essentials now as far as the limiter and different things. But yeah, I'm still getting used to it. But I'm actually recording right now. You'll see if I move this, you can see the levels, and you can see there track 2 or XLR 2 or input 2. That's what's being recorded right now. And that's actually coming from my boom mic, which is there. So obviously looking at here, you can't see anything, but if I move this around, if I switch to my webcam, like, there it's there. Just out of shot, but I'm using that, but I've also got my Shure SM7B plugged in. I've got the 2 of them plugged in so that I can let you guys hear the difference and all that as well. Because this video, this stream, is going to focus on video recording. I'm going to focus on lots of different things. I'll talk about this briefly, but I've got about 5 or 6 or 7 packages to open. And most of them are related to audio or video equipment, that kind of thing. So, yeah, anyone who is interested in microphones and audio, anyone who records videos, or anyone who's streaming to YouTube or Mixer or Twitch or anything like that, hopefully you'll find this video useful. But this is a live stream. Keep the comments coming. Your comments will obviously change, you know, the direction of the live stream. Kenny O'Connor, yo. All right, Norlis. The notification on the phone showed when it wasn't on the browser. Yeah, it's weird. YouTube notifications are really, really bizarre. Sometimes I've seen a lot of people leaving comments here, and they say that like the notification didn't come up, or, you know, from my end, I noticed that there was no one watching, and then 30 minutes in, everyone arrives and says, oh, I just got notified. It's just popped up just now. Sometimes it seems quite slow at rolling it out. I don't know. I'll let you guys hear this just now. So right now, I'll be able to hear it better if I put the headphones on. Right now, I am talking via the Zoom F8 here. This sexy little audio recorder. It's awesome. I love it. I'm using this as an audio interface. So I was playing around with it for a day or so, just playing about with the audio recording and trying to get used to what it was like. But right now, I am using the boom mic, but I can do this. And now I am using the Shure SM7B. Hey, Runny Egg. I make niche home videos, Kenny. I'm not sure if this stream will help you with the type of videos you want to do, Kenny. Any idea if the Elgato software has window capture like OBS does? What do you mean by window capture? Do you mean like capturing the browser? Is that what you mean? No, so it was on the site, it was showing up, it wasn't showing up anyway. I had to start watching on the phone, stop, then go into the history on the website. Yeah, that's bizarre. That's really bizarre. It's really bizarre that that it does that. And wait, I'm just trying to just to let you know the levels right now. Right now, I'm at 31 decibels on the Shure SM7B. This can do 75, but I've also got a FET head. And on the other one, I'm only at 23 or something. It's really low. The other one's really low, which is good. It shows you that this is a powerful device, certainly better than my other audio interface. So if I do this, and I'm going to show you my other audio interface. So this is my other audio interface. This is the one that I've been using day in, day out for the last, what is it now, 3 years? 3 years. This has got 2 XLR inputs, but you can put other inputs in through sending returns and different things. Yeah, that is an absolute beast as well. That one retails at 300. This has just been discontinued, but it retails at like 900 or so. So it is a step up. It is a more advanced audio interface. It's primarily a recorder that also is an audio interface, but it works really well. No, it shows whatever you click onto, browse, etc. Just to clarify, Runny Egg, that's not really what the Elgato software is about. It's really about capturing games from, PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox, whatever. And it can also be used to capture a camera. So I did a review about it the other day. I'm not sure if you saw it, but it can be used to capture like video. Basically, it's capturing something from HDMI. It's capturing something from HDMI, and it's going to capture that and it's going to record it. If you're talking about just browser clicking, following your mouse and things like that, just use OBS. You can use XSplit. You can use, a lot of different things to do it. Actually, when I need to record me showing OBS, I use Screencast-O-Matic. That's one of my favorite things. It's free to use, or $15 a year, really, really cheap. And that can record your desktop, your browser and all that. But I would normally use OBS to record the browser. You don't need the Elgato. You don't need the Elgato hardware to do that, and you don't need the Elgato software either. As far as if you're using the Elgato software, switching to your browser, I'm not sure if that lets you do that or not. I would say use OBS for that. It's a little bit more flexible. What I'll quickly do is switch back to my boom mic. You can hear the difference now. You can hear the difference. Audio's still good. I would say the audio's better with that, but this is one of my favourite mics. Again, I've been using this for years. I will continue to use it for years. And one of the best things I ever bought. It really is one of the best things I've ever bought. But one of the problems with that type of mic is that, well, it's in your face. In your face! In the face! So, yeah, that's why I've got the Shure SM7B. And why it's not on my face right now. I'm also trying to find the gaming overlays on OBS, but no luck. Cheers, Gary. Good to see you again. Yeah, there's a ton of OBS gaming overlays, and it's really just a matter of displaying an image on top of your video. It's really easy on OBS. You'll get them from like Streamlabs and different things as well. Hold on now. I'm going to just do, let me see, jut. There we go. I'll see if I can find something for you. Any here, images, overlays. There are some online. So you'll see, if I show you this for a second, you'll see websites like this that's, got all these overlays and all that, and you can use these very easily to design your own overlay. And the idea is pretty simple. You put this on top of one of your scenes, and yeah, it's displayed. I don't really use them, if I'm honest. I just, I've kind of kept things simple so far. But that one's called wdflat.com, but there's a ton of them out there. If you search for just type in Twitch overlay, OBS overlay, game overlay, and you'll find them. Yeah, no problem, mate. Anytime you're unsure about that, I'll try and point you in the right direction. So basically tonight, I'm going to be messing about. I wanted to let you guys hear. I wanted to let you guys hear about the F8. Hear what the audio quality is like, and yeah, the other reason is that having this here means that I can test one of the microphones that I've got as well. Oh, thanks, mate. I appreciate it. So yeah, I've got this here. Audio levels seem okay. You probably noticed the audio was going down there. That's because the boom mic is above me. So when I'm looking down like that, it's not going to capture it as much. Now this has got a limiter. I was talking about this the other day, but I've set it to like -3. Yeah, I'm using FET heads in both. I've got a phantom FET head in the boom mic. So if I switch to the webcam here, see the boom mic here? This has got a FET head phantom. But the main camera's got the regular FET head, the one that's designed for dynamic mics, and I think it works with ribbon mics as well, doesn't it? I think so. It's quite a good deal the way I got it. It was about $360 for the well, I've not showed you it yet, but for the Shure SM7D and the FET head. I did a couple of audio tests, and I don't know if it's because I don't know, it's actually, it sounds a little bit clearer up here. When I was downstairs, the Zoom F8 was still picking up a little bit of white noise, electrical interference, crackling kind of thing. It seems better with the FET head. I don't know if it's one of my cables, I'm not sure, but it seems better up here. So that may have actually, it was sitting right next to my laptop, like there and there, like right next to each other. So I don't know if the FET head, not the FET head, sorry, I don't know if the Zoom was maybe picking up some electrical interference because it was right next to my laptop. I suspect something was, you know, a factor there. I suspect so. So, I've actually got a lot of things to unbox here. A lot of things to unbox. Shall we get cracking? And I need to do this without revealing private information and all that as well. But he's good to go. It's good to go with the unboxings. I've got about 6 or 7 different things here. Yeah, I've got a lot of different things here to unbox. It's like a mega unboxing video. A mega unboxing video. Mega, mega, mega. But let me know if you've got any questions before we get going. When I'm unboxing, obviously I'll focus on the item at hand. But like Runny Egg was doing there, if you've got any questions about video recording, Twitch, streaming, YouTube, or anything like that, just post it there. And I'm not going to claim to be an expert on any of this. I'm certainly not claiming to be an expert out there. There's some guys out there that... Name. You've changed your name. Look at your comments. You've changed it. You've lost the honour. You've lost your honour. Hey, Ultra. Something, aren't I? But... Camera. No, good guess though. Good guess, because I bought quite a few of those recently. I bought quite a few. A Heath Anthrax. massive bag of jelly babies. Fat line of gear. Nah, you know what? I'm actually I'm going to disappoint you now because it's not exciting in any way. Now all your suggestions were much better. What's this? So it's there. Headphone amp. Now, right away, I am pleased with this. Before I've even opened it, I've not tried it yet, but I bought this on eBay. This is like £65, £70 retail, and it was £30. It was like a buy. It was bizarre the way the guy did it. It was like £20, or it was £20 and then £10 postage and packaging, which is not, you know, it's not £10 to send, but £30, and I just bought it. But the guy had just a little short description saying it's used, good condition, and that was it. No pictures. He'd uploaded like a generic picture of this, so he'd just put a very generic picture of that. He didn't like upload pictures, so I was taking a little bit of a risk. A streaming deck. I've actually got a stream deck there. If I jump over to my overhead camera, in fact I'll use it here. There, it's there. And this is what I use to switch between cameras. I like this, but it's a little bit flaky, this. Like earlier on, I had to basically unplug the USB cable, put it back in, and then restart, you know, close the Stream Deck application and then restart it again. It seems to do that every single day now. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know if other people get the same problem with it. It was one of those things, I bought that and I was using it a lot at the start, and then I found I was using it for the sake of using it. But now I'm using it all the time. So yeah, I like the Stream Deck a lot. It's probably overpriced because there are alternatives out there. Bodily head and shoulders. So let's do a little bit of zoom. The zoom. Let's see if we can get this right. A little bit out. Okay. So this is it here. Head amp 4 for channel headphone amplifier. Offering a superb level of the accessories, Head Amp 4 is a simple, cost-effective solution. 4 output channels, each with individual volume control, stereo 1/4 inch and 1/8 inch inputs, 4 stereo 1/4 inch and 4 1/8 inch headphone outputs, power on LED. So just a kind of brief explanation as to what this is. E45 cream, I'm sure I've got some of that in there. Do you like have a program all the buttons for your streaming deck? There's an application. If you buy the, in fact, where are we here? If you go to the main, downloads page on Elgato, you can see it here, Stream Deck for Windows. Download, there it's there. Compatible with yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. So yeah, you just download the application and then you set it up, but it's just a matter of dragging and dropping what you want into it. Like right now, if I show you this here, right now it's showing me that there's 5 people watching live, which I find quite useful when you're doing a stream because it means you don't have to turn around and check your browser to see that everything's okay. So that alone makes it, you know, one of the most useful things out there. Now, okay, just to give you a kind of brief explanation as to what a headphone amp is. When you get a signal from something like an audio interface, an audio recorder, generally you only get one output. So this gives you 4 outputs, which means that if I'm recording, like say the other day my friend Kevin was there, if there's 4 of us could get the same output through that. Now, of course, you'll say you can just buy a 3.5mm splitter. You know, just kind of like, hold on, in fact. Do I have this? Yes, I have this. I do have this. Right. So you imagine like an audio interface, audio recorder, and the thing is, doesn't matter if you're spending £200 or £1,000. Generally, these things only come with one headphone output. Now, of course, you get things like this. Y-split cable, 3.5mm or whatever you call it. And if you're on a plane, something like this is fine. It means that you and your partner or your friend can watch a tablet, you know, a video on a tablet or a laptop or whatever. You listen to music, etc. And you can get ones that do it for 4 or 5 people. So one of the options I would have, if say 4 of us was recording through the Zoom, was that you just use one of these splitters and it just splits the signal into, you know, 4 or 5 different headphones. The problem with that is that, well, it's not so much a problem, but the limitation of that is that that's all it does. That's all it does. This is, as the name suggests, this is an amplifier, which means that it should boost the signal. Now, one of the cheapest ones, it's like the Behringer HA400. It's a headphone amplifier. Well, they call it a headphone amplifier. It's like £16, and it basically looks very similar to that. It's got 4 dials for everyone to control the volume, which is what I want. I want everyone to be able to control the volume if they're recording with me. So because some people want it loud, some people want it quiet. The problem with that cheaper one, the one at £16, is that it doesn't actually amplify the signal at all. It just kind of splits it into 4 people, which is why I went for this one. Apparently this one's got a good actual amplifier on it. It's one of those things, you can spend thousands on these things if you want. Generally only the pro level audio mixer recorders have more than one headphone output. There you go. Yeah. I mean, the only one I can think about in all this is that Rode thing. That Rode thing that's got the Rodecaster Pro. That's got 4 outputs, but that's designed for podcasting. So we've got an AC adapter. Sexy AC adapter that's not coming in focus. There we go. Pretty standard, 3-pronger. And then we've got this. And this is nice. I like this. I like it a lot. Right, we'll see if I can zoom in here. There it's there. Headphone app 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can see what I'm saying there. It's got the power icon. And you can allow everyone to control their audio. At the back there, you've got the power in, DC in, and then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you've got an input at the side. Now, this is one of the only ones I saw as well, and I'll try and show you this in a second. This is one of the only ones that actually allows a 1/8 inch or a 1/4 inch connection. So your standard connection for your headphones generally is 3.5mm, but this one also does. Why am I putting this in? This one also does the 6.25mm, the 1/4 inch and 1/8 inch, which means I don't have to buy adapters essentially, and I'll sort that later because I'm not getting it. So Yeah, the Rodecaster Pro. Ultra, is YouTube your full-time job, or do you have an actual job? Go to my website, kevinmuldoon.com. You'll get an idea of what I do online. I do a lot of freelance writing. I do a lot of affiliate marketing. I've been working on the internet for 20 years, so I've got money coming in from a few different things. I've published books and different things as well. Right, here we go. So, this is the headphone amp. And as I was saying, that's basically your standard connection there. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And everyone can control their headphones. Like that. Really nice design. Mint condition. So, yeah, kudos to the seller there. Kudos. Let's see if I can get this plugged in. Let's see if I can actually get this going, and we'll see if this works. Let's see if this works. No problem, Ultra. Hey, Floody Sins, how's it going? Do we have power? Look at this. We've got a green LED light. So, in theory, oh, in fact, I would need a different cable actually, wouldn't I? I would need, what do I need here? I need a 6 point, I need a, alright, I can't do that just now. I can't do this just now. The reason being, I would have to mess about with the settings, but what I need to do is put the 3.5mm cable from the sub out in the Zoom here. I do have a cable downstairs, I don't have it here just now. I don't want to leave you guys, but essentially what I need to do to use this is get that other cable, put it from the sub out port, put it into the input here, and put it in, and then I can run my headphones through this, and I can also amplify the signal. So, not something I'm going to do right now, because the cable is downstairs. Not even thought about that. Yeah, well, no, it's not. It's not a 6.3. No, it's the sub out here is actually a 3.5. So, if you look here, hopefully you can see this. So that's it there, sub out, and you can see that one is the headphone port. That's the headphone port there. And I need to use the adapter, but of course that one is just like that. Just plugs in. So that's a 3.5 for the sub out. I was surprised by that as well, to be honest. I didn't think it would be that. I didn't think it would be like that. Yeah, I didn't think it would be a 3.5. Yeah, I assumed you were right though. I assumed it was going to be a 6.3 to 6.3. I really did. But that's all good. That's all good. Where am I putting this? Right, I'll put this over here just now. Out the way. Right. Number 2. There's so many things here. Sub out on the mix press, also 3.5. And yeah, I'm not sure if that's standard. I'm not sure. I'm really pleased with that though. I mean, obviously I need to test that it works. I do need to put that out there. I haven't tested it yet. Now, I know what this is. This is something which I'm actually using just now. I'm actually using this just now, and you probably don't even know. You don't know, man. This out. That was a lot tighter than I thought it would be. Right, any guesses what this is? Get any guesses? Any guesses? So this exact device is being used right now in this room. Right now. This is actually being used right now in this room. I'm not actually trying to create suspense. I'm genuinely dehydrated. Okay. Let's get this open. Shure SM7B. A little bit small for that, I think. a little bit small. Unbox that mofo. The anticipation is killing you. So, we've got a little mini tripod. And might as well just where's this stuck at the other side? Here we go. And this is it here. X21 Pro LED video light. That's it there. So, as I was saying, I've got one already. So this is something I was going to do a video about anyway, but this one, yeah, this one was from Amazon, right? So I bought this from China, £38. I got this one from Amazon, £60. Now, I ordered it from that, and then the guy came back with an offer, and I went, you know what, I'll just buy two. If I knew that that was going to come so quickly, I would not have bought it from Amazon. I would not have bought it from Amazon. All right, dude. X21 Pro. Yes. Love the Chinese. I do love the Chinese. So, I'll show you where it's been used. This thing is warm. But this was in the background there. And it's running really, really hot. But this is, what does it say? Here's one I prepared earlier. So this is it here. So there's it. It's an LED light. It's running really, really hot. Now I'll do a full video of this. You can actually take that part out there at the top there. Take off the diffuser. And then you can see the lights. The clip at the front of the diffuser is actually magnetic. So this is it's quite a cool little device. And where is it? I don't need to open that because I've opened it already, but it comes with this little carry case thing. You get the tripod, you get another little ball, a tripod ball head. Hope you don't burn your wee fingers. You get a hook, you get a charging cable. The charging cable is actually quite a good length as well, as you saw there. This is the charging cable, quite a decent length. It's Type C as well. Now, what it does is, you can see in the back I've got an RGB LED light, right? Hey Ultra. So in the back I've got an LED RGB light, which basically means all the colours of the rainbow. Now this one can't do this. This one can go from, if I get it on, this one can go from warm white to, there we go, warm white to daylight. So this goes all the way up to daylight, about 6,000 Kelvin I think it goes up to. So you change it from a kind of light, daylight, it goes up to, what we got up to here? 6,500. But it goes all the way down to 3,000, which is like a warm yellow kind of thing. Warm white, they call it. And it goes all the way down to 3,000 Kelvin. So it's more yellow now. Down at 3,000 Kelvin. Hey, William. So down at 3,000 Kelvin, it's more like a warm... Where's the button here? There we go. It's a warm white. But what this does is, what they do is, in addition to the case, what they do is they throw in all these overlays, right? I'm not sure I like that system. It's kind of a makeshift system to try and change it, but I guess it's a nice little bonus. But with those overlays, where's the button? I'm reading this back to front. There we go. With that, what you can do is put the overlays over it. So there's blue, and then you can put red, or you can put whatever. And what can you use it for? You can use it for anything, Kenny. Use it for anything. What I'm using it for just now is just to give myself a nice lovely little blue light in the background, which I will do just now. To be honest, the other one I've got is better, if I'm honest. The other RGB light I've got is better, but what did I do with that little tripod? But as far as what I use it for, it's the size of a smartphone. You can use it for travelling. An ideal Christmas gift. Hey Kev. You can use it for travelling. So, for example, if I go away and I want to do a video and I'm travelling, rather than take big lights, like have I got any camera here that's actually going to show that? I don't think I've got any. Have I? Will that show it? No, it won't. I've got lights in the background here, right? Yeah, good shout. So basically, I can use the warm white and all that when I'm away, and I can use it as a light. But it's more from a recording point of view to give me a light, because, you know, if I'm using this camera, even if you use a really good camera with poor lighting, it's going to be grainy. It's going to be pretty. It's going to be pretty bad. But essentially, it's just a little portable traveling camera. But I didn't know how I was going to use it. I just thought it'd be a handy thing to have. I've been using it to light up that in the background just now. But I might start using it downstairs if I'm doing videos downstairs and just stick it on top of a tripod or something. The one I've got in the background there was £60, but I ordered it from China. Good old China, on eBay, £38. I can show you the other one. I need to do a full video. The other one is so much better in my opinion. The other one is excellent. I love it. But be good for camping. Yeah, it could be actually. It's a good shout. What the hell am I? Right, I'll move this out the way. Now the other one I've got is that. Now this one, despite the box and all that not looking as good, this one is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So let's see if I can show you this one. So this one is more expensive. This one's 120, 130 pounds on Amazon. And this one, here's the thing. If I had only bought that little one, I'd be like, that's amazing. That's the best thing ever. But because I've got this, it's just nowhere near as good. This one is amazing. So this one, this one goes all the way through the colours of the bowl, man. So look at this one. Yeah, it's a Sega Mega Drive, Robert. So this one goes through all the colours of the rainbow, effectively. Like that. And you can actually charge this. Well, with this as well, you can do like flashing as well. I don't know why you'd want to do that. You can cycle through the colours as well. I'm not sure that's something I'd want to do. So you can do it like that, which changes colours. It just kind of goes round and changes colours. The cool thing about this is that it actually charges via quick charge. It's really cool. Really, really cool. And both of these are Type-C, so you can use your smartphone charging cable. I don't know if what do you think? Do you think it'd be better if it changed colour in the background? I don't know if that would be distracting. I'll do videos, I'll do dedicated videos of both of these. If you want to know beforehand which model it is, I'll send you a link. But effectively, this can do the same as the other one. And it's longer, but it's thinner. So it's kind of much the same. I'd actually prefer to use this one. But it's just one of those things. I think it's a handy little thing to have. It's hard for you to see the colours because it's hard to see with the camera. Just obviously just sees the light. But if I turn it off for a second, I'll jump to the overhead camera, and you can see this is the same. It came with, if I can get it, this came with a large case and all that as well. Big carry case with the cable and different things. Pretty straightforward how it works. The menu system. Really, really nice. And the battery life actually seems pretty decent. So from a recording point of view, this is so much more versatile than the other one. You don't have to use like an overlay or anything like that. This goes through, that's where that number is up there. See, it says 329. If I go back to there, 329, you can see it's there. It's down at the, you know, that kind of area. And all I have to do is change it there. You can see I'm coming into the blue now, 236. I'm more into the blue now. And then I'll go down to green. So you can see now 120, I'm at the green range now. This thing is awesome, absolutely awesome, I love it. I wish I bought, instead of buying those other ones, I wish I bought another one of these, if I'm honest. I wish I got one of these. The company actually sent me this out though. The other ones I bought, this one was actually sent. Yeah. And the other one there is, that's like the brightness, because you can turn all that down as well. You can turn the intensity of the light down as well, which is maybe hard to show you in the camera. Maybe hard to show you that, but the intensity of the lights, I've got it down at 1 now. So that's a 1, but I can put it all the way up. I'll get brighter. I'll get brighter and brighter and brighter. And then it's like that. Really, really cool. Stay tuned for that. I will do a full review about that. If there's anything you want to know about it, just, you know, let me know. And then I'll just plug it back in. Yeah, good for traveling. So I've got that one, the RGB, and I've got the 2 smaller ones. But it's one of those things with the RGB light, I thought I would use it a lot downstairs, but I love it as a backlight there. I think it looks great. But what I think I'll do is I'll buy some other RGB lights for around the bookcase and around that area, and then I'll repurpose that and use that downstairs. I think that's what I'm going to do. But it's pretty cool, guys. I need to give a shout out to Norlis who's watching, because I really annoyed him for about 3 or 4 days asking questions about lighting, because if you look back at any of my videos over the last few years, lighting is an area where I've always struggled. I've never really understood lighting as far as what was right, what was wrong. But now I'm starting to look at other people's videos, look at my videos and looking at where I'm going wrong. And lighting was one of the main things I think I was doing wrong. So I'm going to get lights over here. I'm going to get lights over there just to get some colour, just to light the room up a little bit better. So I'm still learning. And this is the thing, guys, you know, I said at the start, if there's anyone that's got any questions about OBS or video recording or anything like that, I am far from an expert on this, but I've kind of learned a lot of this the hard way. So, you know, that's one of the things. I think if I look back, you know, it's been useful talking to Norris about this. Norris actually works in the you know, film and audio industry, and it's been great having someone like that, you know, who gives me advice and something. And looking back, it would have been great to have someone like that, or anyone, just to point me in the right direction. Yeah, I get a set designer. Although Norris is going to get the blame for me spending so much money as well. No, I think I'm getting there with the lighting. We were talking about this earlier, Norris. I think I'm getting there. I think it's kind of the penny's dropped. Let's put it that way. The penny's dropped as far as you know, what I need to do and all that to improve it. So even like those little lights in the background, I think I'll start using them downstairs or traveling, and I'll start getting some lamps or LED lights in the background. I'm going to mess about with it, and I'm going to figure all this out the hard way by spending money and hopefully figuring it out. No, I don't think so. Right. So I've got another thing here. So the hits keep on coming, guys. The hits keep on coming. So, you can see, like, old guy t-shirt. So, you probably know what this microphone is here. Anyone know what this microphone is? You probably know what this mic is. This is one of the most recommended microphones on YouTube. So many people recommend this. So many people say that this is the microphone that you should buy. They tell you to use it in your vlogging setup. They tell you to use it with your, you know, with your smartphone, with your camera. This is the one everyone recommends. This is the one everyone recommends. And where does it say it on it? If I can show you this somewhere, I'll turn it around. You should be able to see what this is called. Hi Marvin. I've unboxed an LED light and I've unboxed a headphone amp, and we've been chatting about lights and different things. So, hey OFW, it's the F8. It's the F8, Robert. I'll try and get this into the overhead camera for you. Let's see. F8. I did a live stream about that the other day. YouTuber recommendations, I know. Oh, this Ultra, everyone has got this tripod. Hey OFW. So this is one of those free ones that you get. They're terrible, but I like to I don't actually use these when recording. I use these just to sit things on, you know, until I put them on something else. But you can see that the microphone on the top here is the Video Micro. So this is the Video Micro from Rode. Let's see it. Turn it around. So this isn't expensive per se. I think, I'm trying to think what it is just now. I'll see if I can find this for you. Let's see what the prices of this are. See if I can get this for you all. So I did a big review of this a couple of years ago. I've been using it for a while now. And it is a good mic. It is a good mic. For what you're paying, it's a good mic. You know, it's not a top. Hey, Skinny Gamer Bro. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can. Right. Where are we here? I can't see it now. Let's see if I can figure this out. Right, where are we? So I'm linked for the sales page of this mic. I'm linked for the sales page of this. For whatever reason, I can't see it. That's bizarre. Why aren't Rode selling this? That's bizarre. This is one of the most popular mics. I can't find it on Amazon. It's got all these other ones. Ah, there it's there. Can't see the woods for the trees. So, right now, on a mic hunt. No. This is old. This is, as far as the microphones I own, this is like 10th in the list or something, you know. So this one retails at $69 in the USA, £40 in the UK. I think I paid more. I think I paid about 50 or so. I think I paid 50 or so a few years ago. Yeah, it was a lot more expensive in the past. But effectively what this is, you plug this into your smartphone, it will improve your audio. It uses the plug-in power from your smartphone, so you don't need batteries for this. Like, with something like this is battery powered. You need to turn it on at the side. This one's about £180 to buy. This one, there's probably better alternatives in the market now, but that one requires batteries. This one does not. So that is significantly a much better mic, better audio, much better. But the Rode Video Micro is good because it just charges from your camera, from your smartphone. Few different types from Rode. A Rode mic hunt. Yes, right. So that's the introduction. That's the introduction to this section, right? This is the introduction. It's not why I'm talking. I'm not just talking about this randomly. There is a reason. Because Fantasio sent me this. And what does this look like? Video blog, mic lav, and down the bottom it says Video Micro. So they sent me this for review, and they're not even trying to hide the fact that they're copying it. They're not even trying. They're not even calling it like the video mic, or they're just calling it the Video Micro. I kind of respect the fact they're not even hiding the fact that it's an imitation. So this is the real one. This is the brand name one that's been out for years, and this is the one that I've been sent. But the funny thing is, some of these, what would you call them? Imitations? Would you call them? I don't know what you'd call them. Some of these ones, the kind of copied versions. Some of these ones, sometimes they turn out better. They do. Sometimes these copycat mics or whatever, sometimes they turn out better because what they do is they look at the other mic, they break it down, they look at the circuitry, and then they tweak it, and sometimes they turn out with a better product. It's kind of strange, but that's what they do. Nonetheless, my 2P and those type of mics, they're way better than the crap built-in mics. They're okay for scratch audio, but people sometimes have unrealistic expectations of them. Yes, 100% agree. So basically what Nollis is saying, this is better than your smartphone mic. This is better than your camera mic. It's better than the microphone, your camera, and your smartphone. But it's not a good mic. It's not an amazing mic. I mean, it's versatile. It's handy to have. But there are a lot of YouTubers out there, and you know, this is one of my pet hates of YouTubers and not recommending people that have only got the Blue Yeti mic. It's the best mic ever. You've only got one mic. That's why it's the best mic. It's the same with this. People will say it's the best vlogging mic and they've only got one mic. They've only got one shotgun mic. This is not... Right, Johnny boy? Yeah, I'm starting to become a bit of a hoarder. This is not the best mic on the market though. Not even close to being the best in the market, but it's cheap. And you always have to take price into it. I think it's a great mic. I do think this is a great little mic. That's why I've not sold it. I've not sold it because it's handy. It's not something I'm using every day, but every so often a situation comes up with my GoPro or whatever where I don't want to be relying on batteries. I just want plug-in power. It's small as well. You know, this is the thing as well. Sometimes you want the bigger microphone on your camera, etc. But sometimes you want something a little bit more portable. If you're using your smartphone, something like this is a little bit better. Animal from Groundhog Day. Where am I looking? Am I missing something? Right, want me to open it up? Shall I open? Shall we see what this is all about? Interestingly, what I will point out though is, see this cable in the back, right? So you probably noticed that there on the website there. It's got microphone, and it's got microphone with SC7 adapter. Now I've got the SC7 adapter. Probably doesn't surprise you. But effectively what that is this is a TRS to TRS cable, which basically means this is for your camera. Now, the other cable it's talking about is TRS to TRRS. Yes, tip ring sleeve instead of tip ring sleeve. And you need the TRRS for your smartphone, so you need to use a different cable. But it's quite good that you can plug in a different cable to this. And I like mics that let you take the cable out, because cables get broke, and there's nothing worse than having to throw something out because the cable's broke. So yeah, now the reason I'm saying that is, if you look at the side of the box here, if it gets in focus, you can see that, which way? Right. This one actually includes both cables. This includes the phone cable and the camera cable. So you've got the TRS cable, you've got the TRRS cable as well, and you've also got the dead cat, or what are they calling it? They're calling it something else. They're calling it, what are they calling it? Wind the ball? What the fuck? So basically this is called a dead cat. Because it's small, some people call it a dead kitten, but basically it's a dead cat. That's what they call it. And they've called it, look at this, wind the ball. That's fantastic. I love that. That's tremendous. Wind the ball, right. Shall I do a smooth opening here? Do a smooth opening. Let's see what this is. I quite like this. The stuff from this company though is quite good. I've bought a few of their GoPro things, their accessory kits and all that. Quite good what they do. Right, I'll jump over to the overhead camera. Windjammer, yeah, that's another one. Windjammer. So it's a dead cat or a windjammer, or you know, but never winding the ball or winding the ball, however they're pronouncing it. Winding the ball or wind the ball would probably make more sense. One of those Chinese translations. Right. So we'll go a little bit zoom. Zoom. Let's see if we can do this. Hey, Chocolate Factory Hunter. Or a dead groundhog. Ah, is that what you're talking about, Johnny? I totally went over my head when you talked about a groundhog. I totally went over my head. Where is everybody? That is a very good question. Where is everyone? Where is everyone from? Where is everyone right now? Tell me, where is everyone? Because there's no one in my house but me. Right, I'm going to jump over to the overhead camera. Let's see what this is about. So, you can see there, Shenzhen Fantaseal Technology. And as I said, I've got a few things from them before. I've had a few things from them. I've got the like action camera accessories and all that. And generally, I've been really happy with their stuff so far. So there it's there, Video Micro. Thanks, Chocolate Factory Hunter. I don't generally go begging for subscriptions, but I do appreciate it. Right, okay, let's see if we can do this. Oh, feel that. So, presentation's actually pretty good. So we've got the mic. There it's there. Quite weighty actually, that's quite weighty. Yeah, that's quite weighty. I've got some accessories in here. Oh, we've got a nice little carry pouch. Let's see what we've got here. Let's see what we've got here. What are they giving us? What are they giving us? I think this is the cables. Nice sexy bondage leather pouch here. So we've got the cables there. Oh, we've got the shock mount as well. There's a shock mount. That's pretty cool. So that goes on like that. So that when you're bouncing about, you're not gonna have any problems. Yeah, they sent me it to try out. They sent me to try out. So there's two cables in here. So which one's which again? So the one with the long cable is the camera one. So this bendy one, that's the camera cable, and you can see it there. TRS. The other one will be TRS at that end, but then TRRS. So that's the one that's for your smartphone. So that goes to your smartphone. But well, then we've got this as well. We've got the wind the ball. It's a real tight fit actually. That's, you know what? This is probably okay. Right. So it goes like that, and in fact I'll do this. So there it's there. So let's see if we can, what do you think? Should we give this a try? Give this a try if we can. Right. I'm going to see if I can do this, right? I'm hoping I can do this. I need to put on my headphones for this. That cable is not. Yeah, the bracket doesn't look amazing, and the dead cat's a little bit kind of. It's okay. It's just kind of snug. It's quite a tight fit. The other one is a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit better. But some people might actually prefer that this one's a little bit smaller, because this one's small compared to it. Some people might prefer that. I'm not sure. Right, so what I'm going to do at this point is, because I'm moving around this way, I'll jump over to my, I got it? So I've jumped over to my Shure SM7B. So this is the mic just now that I'm using. I'm using the Shure SM7B. You know this microphone. I've used it a lot over the last few years. What I'm going to try and do is see if I can use the Video Micro here. I'll keep it down. I'm going to see if I can set up the Video Micro. We can see if we can hear the audio, and then I'm hoping that it works here. I'm not sure if it will. I'll give it a try anyway. I've got an adapter that will help me do it. See if this works, and then we'll hear what the Video Micro is like, and then we can see what the Fantasy Video Micro is like. Right, so number 4. Are we hearing anything here? Oh, I think, right. So I think what I need to do, I think I need to go into plug-in settings and provide plug-in power. I think what I need to do is provide plug-in power. Yeah. So Is there any way to do that right? Hold on. So essentially, how the zoom works is when I was pushing in the options for that mic, it was switching to that mic. What I need to do is go into the main menu, Phantom. So basically, there's an option in here that allows me to provide plug-in power to one of the inputs. And I'm not sure if I can go to it from the main menu. That's what I'm looking for just now. And if I jump to my overhead camera, I'll let you guys see what I'm trying to do just now. So I've got the Rode Video Micro in number 4. I've got my Shure here. My overhead mic is here. But if I push that, it switches to this microphone port, number 4. But what I need to do is provide plug-in power to this. I need to provide plug-in power. The problem I've got just now doing this live is that if I press that, it's disabling this mic. It's disabling the Shure SM7B. So what I would need to do is press this, and then you're not going to hear me for a second or so. And then I need to find the options. But I'll show you this just now. So as a practice, so I'm going to do this with number 1 first so that we know where to find it. Right, so this is mic 1, what we're using just now. And maybe zoom out a little bit. Maybe get it in focus a little bit better. So for this port, this is all the options for the mic that I'm using just now. And there should be an option somewhere. See there, plug-in power. Now that, I don't know if you can see that, but it says plug-in power. And that's what I want to provide to the Rode Video Micro. I want to provide plug-in power. Right, so I'm going to try this now. I'm going to switch on this one again. Oh, I need to come out that again. Yeah. So push here. So I couldn't find it there. I couldn't find the option for that there. I don't know if I'm missing it. So this one here, it's got plug-in power after input delay. So in theory, it should be there as well. In theory. So we'll try that again. So I couldn't find it there. For whatever reason, the plug-in power mode isn't going there. And obviously, I don't want to provide 48 volts to this. I don't want to provide 48 volts to this microphone. That could cause damage. You don't want to provide that to it. So I'm not sure if I'm going to test this, because effectively what I need to do is provide plug-in power just to that one. Now it's got, see that one there? Plug-in power off. Yeah, it seems to be it's not an option just now to do that. I'm not sure if the plug-in... Now, my guess here... Oh, in fact, what I can do is... I think what I need to do is provide phantom power. That's what I need to do. That's what I need to do. And the reason being, at the back, and hopefully I can't show you this, but basically at the back here, it's hard to show you. I'm trying to do it without the cables getting tangled. But at the back here, I've got the Rode VXLR, which essentially, I believe you need phantom power to do that, and it'll convert the phantom power to 3 to 5 volts. Plug-in power. So I think all I need to do is input here, and I think we're good to go. So, see, testing. Right, so now we're cooking with gas here. See the levels there for number 4. So, what I can do now, if I point this directly to me, I should be able to turn this up. Testing. Yay. We got it. So that was a long way for a shortcut, but I am disabling. I really didn't think that out. I really didn't think that went through. So right now I am talking to you guys. Through the Rode Video Micro. I'm actually streaming with the Rode Video Micro. I'm recording right now with the mic. That's the Rode Video Micro. That's what I'm using just now, which you can tell because I'm making so much noise. The reason it's making so much noise is this cable is pulling all the way back. Now, I'll switch to the overhead mic for a second. Take that off, back on, off. So now I've got the Rode Video Micro, right? So this is the Rode Video Micro, guys. This is the brand name one. And I messed up there. The reason being, I'm leaning down here because of this damn cable. I'm trying to lean down so it doesn't pull away from me. Yeah, sorry, Ultra. Yeah, the other mic's are muted now. So, see, I need to watch the levels. I need to bring it down a little bit. Testing. Right. So this is the Rode Video Micro, and what I get mixed up with there was that this can provide plug-in power, but it does it through XLR or through a 1/4 inch input. For that adapter, I need to provide phantom power, and I forgot that. Yeah, sorry guys. That is a little bit plosive. Very plosive. Right, so what I've done just now, switch to the boom mic, is too plosive. I'm hearing all the... So, I'm back with the Rode Video Micro, and with this on, it's better. I know, sorry Ultra, I'm doing all this on the fly. I didn't actually plan to do this. I had the adapter there to try that mic, but not this one, and I hadn't tested it. So this is a Rode Video Micro, and this is not how you would use it. You'll not be leaning over your audio interface like I am just now, but it'll help you guys see what this can do, because normally you would hear this through a smartphone or you would hear it through a camera, but you can hear that for a £40 mic. This is actually quite good. You know, for a mic that plugs into your smartphone or your camera, is better. It's not great. It's not as good as my other microphone. It's not as good as that microphone on my boom mic. But for £40 is better. And when you're recording from your smartphone, anything that records a better, quality of audio is good. So, you have an understanding now of what this sounds like, don't you? You have an understanding of what this sounds like. Are we ready for the next one? So, I've jumped back over to the boom mic. And the Rode Video Micro is off. And I thought it was a little cat. So we'll try and do the same test. Now, I've got the audio set at the same level. It looks like it's about... What is this actually? I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's at 37... So it says it's at 37 decibels, but that doesn't transfer as 37 decibels of gain because it's going through an adapter and all that. Now, this dead cat is it's really snug. Really snug, actually. But this is smaller. So I think a lot of people would actually prefer this because it's smaller. Now, this is obviously cheaper as well to buy. It's like 20 or so. Now, TRS. Oh, sorry, TRS. Let's see if we can do this here. I'll get this over just so you can see the audio levels. If I do that, there we go. So you should be able to see it's only track 2 just now, which is from the boom mic. But what I'm going to do... right, okay. The phantom power should be off. I don't know how I could go back and turn that off. I'm not sure. Right. I would need to turn... So what I'm going to do then, if that's true, what I need to do is go back in, phantom, on, off, input 4, turn it off. Then I can turn number 4 on. And then I'm going to turn it on now. So now the phantom power is off. I've played it safe. But now I'm going to do what I'm going to do is turn it on. So I'm going to turn on the phantom power. Turn off my boom mic. And yeah, now I'm using the Fantasy Video Micro. This is a little bit different. And again, you always have to try and find your audio level. The thing is, if you were using it through your phone, you wouldn't get that. So this is the exact same audio setting that I had before. This is exactly the same audio setting that I had before. This is 100% the same as what was going into the Rode Video Micro. And what do you think? This is about, I think it's just about half the cost, or just over half like it's about 23 or something like that, I think. What do you think about it? Doesn't sound too bad. Actually sounds quite good for the money. And the fact you get that cable. Now, again, it's worth pointing out that you do get that cable because Rode charges £10 for that cable. So to get the same package with Rode is £50 at the moment, and I paid about 65 total. Whereas this is like 23. You get the dead cat, you get both cables as well. You get that little sexy pouch. Yay, sexy pouch time. What do you think? Any good? Think this is any good? Granted, I'm hunched over here. I look like one of those old football reporters. And he's running around and he scores a goal. That's what it looks like. I don't know why my football game started there like a horse race. Right, so yeah, this has been the Fantaseal Video Micro. Let me know what you think. There's obviously a difference here. Yes, it's hard to judge because I'm going through an audio interface and all that, but so far I actually think it sounds quite good. I think it sounds quite good for the money. I think, you know, you're paying the total cost of with the cables and all that is less than half. This is less than half the cost of the Rode Video Micro, so I can see why a lot of people would maybe opt for this. You know, especially, you know, you're trying to keep your costs down. You don't want to spend a lot of money. Actually, I think it sounds quite good. I don't know what you guys think. Yeah, I've not tried the Purple Panda yet. Right. I'm back to the boom mic. Up above. So, yeah, that was the Fantaseal. I just want to quickly show you the manual. I didn't show you this before. This is the manual for it there. They've got it's kind of like the Rycote mount, whatever. But yeah, camera cable, phone cable, wind the ball, and then you've got the polar pattern down the bottom there. 3.5mm TRS connector. It's got the sensitivity, cardioid pattern. No battery required. For the price, I don't think that's that bad. I think it's okay for the money. I think it's quite good. Let me know what you think, though. Right. We've got more things to unbox here. More things. There's more things. Where the hell am I going to put all this stuff? Right. That's that one. So, the audio testing continues, eh? Right. This, I actually don't need to open this just now, but this is just another thing I've bought. So, I bought this the other day, I was using it the other day. This is a micro HDMI to HDMI cable, and it's for plugging into your camera. So, I was using this the other day, and yeah, decided to buy another one. These are very handy to have, because I've got another thing coming which should have came today. Should have been part of the mega unboxing session, but it didn't come today. But it's going to allow me to basically record from the camera downstairs as well. So I needed this for it. So yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. Where will I put this? Over there. There you go. On the floor. I don't need that just now. Right. Another unboxing. Are you guys ready? Are you ready for more unboxings? Are you ready? Are you ready for unboxing? Yes, I am. Right. I'm over on the Shure SM7B, just switching between the mics to give you guys an idea of what the hell is going on. So, you guys good to go? You want me to open up the next box? Shall we continue? You know what? I'm actually surprised I haven't did something stupid yet, like remove the cable from the audio interface or remove the power or do something that's going to throw this stream up in disarray. I've not done anything like that yet, thankfully. Norless knows what this is. Norless knows what this one is. This is a good one. This is a good one, guys. This is more than a £20 mic. This is more expensive. This is a more expensive product. Shall we? I'm actually hearing a little bit of crackling there. Where's that coming from? You guys hearing that? Is that just me? I think it's because I've moved the cable or something. Probably the headphone cable. Could be the headphone cable. We shall see. Right, guys. So the next box is going to get open. Going to get opened. Right. Get this open properly. So this, as you can see, this is from Back's shop. And in fact, I'll switch over to my boom mic briefly. So, can you hear me still? Yes, you can hear me. Back to the boom mic. Back to the boom mic. And shall we continue? Shall we continue, Ultra? What's the packaging? I just say this is going to be an absolute pain to clean up. Yeah, Nollis knows what this is. Nollis knows what this is. There's two things in here, actually. There's two things. Now, this is a big one. This is an expensive item. This is the most expensive item of today's stream. And are we ready? It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a Shure SM7B. That's it there, guys. But not only that, I have a fet head. This is my third fet head. My third fet head. So I'm starting to have a fet head collection. Get that over there. So you can see that I've got this kit already. So I've got more gear than the Joe Rogan podcast. No, I don't think so. But you can see that I've got this already. This is the Shure SM7B. And this here is a fet head. It's the original fet head. It's this. And it's what's known as a mic booster, a microphone booster. It provides 27 decibels of gain. 27 decibels of gain. And you don't actually need it with the Zoom F8. You can get away without it. But when I was testing it the other day, it did seem like it sounded a little bit better with the fet head. So I've decided to just use it with the fet head. Ultra, go for it. Don't be negative. Don't be negative. You can do it. Why am I talking? That's not even switched on. I'm talking. It's just out of habit. I'm just talking into the mic. Talking into the wrong mic. So I also have this. XLR cable. XLR cable. So yeah. What are you going to do your podcast? What are you going to do your podcast on, Ultra? What are you going to do it on? What are you going to do it on, Ultra? Any ideas what you're going to do a podcast on? So this is the No-Bull XLR cable. It's more green than I thought it was going to be, but it's so good. Ultra's gone. Ultra's gone. He's away to work on his podcast. So, this looks like a decent little XLR cable. What was it? £8. Not too bad. Let me see if I can plug this in. But, yeah, let me see. Plug into number 3, I think. Here we go. Number 3. Come on down. Don't tangle. Don't tangle. Right. So, number 3. So we've got the boom mic up there. I've got the Shure SM7B and I've got another one waiting here. Now, as I was saying here, this is the FET head. Ultra, what are you passionate about? What are you interested in? Stick to what you know. Stick to what you know. Stick to what you're interested in. Right, so I've did a review of this before. These things are fantastic. I think these things are amazing. They're really, really good. The paint kind of comes off them after a while, but they're built to last. So there it's there. You can see that this gives you 27 decibels of amplification. So normally with a dynamic microphone, you would not need phantom power, but you do need to activate phantom power so that you provide the power to the FET head so that it can give an extra 27 decibels of gain. So yeah, that's basically how it works. And this is the box, or the tube. A box of Smarties, that's all it is. It's a box of Smarties. Here we go. Open the Smarties. We get the nice little pouch here. Triton Audio. And that's it here. So this is my third one. I've got one of these, and I've got one of these, so this is my second one, but I've also got the FET head Phantom, which is, you know, the shotgun mic which I'm using right now up here is actually using the FET head Phantom. So yeah, I'm a big fan of these things. I've got a few of them. I've spent a lot of money on these things already. I have a FET head fetish, yeah, I do. But the idea of these is pretty straightforward. What you'll do is plug this here, then this will go into the Shure SM7B, and this is a hungry mic anyway. You know, this normally requires 60 decibels of gain, and my audio recorder here can do 75, but even at that, it kind of needs more, I think, to sound really good. Now, I don't know, is this true? Is this true, Nollis? One of the things I read a few years, I don't know, maybe a year ago or so I read it, that's something, is it over 75% of, with audio interfaces, over the 75% mark, the gain isn't as clean. So if you've got, like say my audio interface over there, my Audient ID22, that can deliver 60 decibels of gain, 2 inputs. Apparently, over 75% is kind of a mixture of software or something like that. They use software to try and get more to boost it up. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I saw a few kind of proper audio guys talk about that. Not sure if it's true or not. Just throwing it out there. So my Zoom is now starting to get a little bit busy with the cables here because of all the audio tests. What I would say, Ultra, is would you do a podcast or would you do a YouTube channel or would you do both? If you are interested in tech, I would say go for it. I would say go for it. So the closer you get, you'll get more noise. Yeah, I read something like that, and they talked about that's why FET heads are so useful. Yeah, just to go back to what you were saying, Ultra, and don't think that what I'm doing, or you know, I'm not a big YouTuber. I'm still under 8,000 subscribers, but don't think that what I do or what the YouTuber at 100,000 subscribers does, or what the guy at 2 million subscribers does, don't think that you can't do it. There is a learning curve. There is a kind of journey that you need to go through to learn about the equipment. You know, I didn't know all this stuff years ago. I'm learning it all. I'm a sponge when it comes to it all, but I really was a blank canvas. I knew nothing about audio and video, and I'm still a novice. But what I would say is don't let other people think that you can't do it, because none of this is difficult per se. You just have to learn it. You know, it's not like you're doing complicated equations. You just have to learn, oh, that needs to do that. We need to change the settings there. I need to adjust that there. You just need to do it. I mean, year 10, I mostly want to concentrate on the subjects. Yeah, stick with school just now. But if it's something you're interested in, I would say give it a go. Definitely give it a go. And if you're unsure about the audio side, myself, Norlis, and there's a few other people who watch my channel, I'll try to keep this box nice, because if I ever sell it, you want to keep that kind of stuff nice. Okay. It's quite nice that there. It's been a while since I've unboxed this. Here we go. That's what it looks like inside. Yeah, Ultra, go for it. Go for it. Once you finish your exams, I would go for it. I would go for it. Now, what I would say you were saying it was tech. Now, I was kind of getting the impression there that you thought maybe there's not a big audience for that. But that's the thing. You'll find your audience. It's like, I didn't realise how many people out there had the same passion for technology and gaming and all that that I do. But most of my viewers, most of my subscribers, but most people that follow my channel, most people who watch my videos, have probably got similar interests to me. So that's why, you know, they watch my channel. And you'll find the same. Whatever you're passionate about, just do that, and you'll find that people will tune in and will start listening to you. It won't happen overnight. You know, go back to my earlier videos. I was terrible, and it's the same with interviews and podcasts and different things. You get better with experience, but you're not going to get better just sitting about. You just have to get on with it. Yeah, definitely do it. I mean, you're a young guy. You've got your whole life ahead of you. Right, let's jump over. Live unboxing of the Shure SM7B. Got a sticker here. Got a limited warranty. Different things. And again, this came from Backshop. Really good price. A really nice Shure. Got the user guide here. All folded up. And what have we got here? Okay, so we've got the same as the other one there, which I've thrown away. This is just a Shure kind of. So I got this. This is just to wrap up your cables. I got that with that one. This is a Shure one. It's always good to have these things. So I'll maybe get this out. So there's the mic itself. Now this is the thin. This is the thin one. I prefer the larger one. So there's nothing there. So this is the thin windscreen. I prefer the larger one. Norlis, what's that? Way ahead of you, mate. Way ahead. So, open this up. I've already got one. I've had this for years. Yeah, I've had it for a few years. I've had that for a few years. So this is the larger windscreen. This is the larger one. I prefer this one. I think this one's much better. I did a lot of tests. If you go back, I did some tests between the two of them, and I just found that this one was much better. And I need to remember how I actually take this off. It's been a long time. When was the last time I took this off? How did I do it again? Right, I need to do this without destroying it. No, it wasn't. I put it up here just so that I could kind of put it on top. I can pretend to be Tony Blackburn. Yeah, I want to see how I do that again. That's funny. See, I'm looking to find how you take that windscreen off without destroying it. And the very first result is me. The first result is from me from 2 years ago, showing you how to take it off. Like, there's me there. My own video. I'm helping myself. This is a little bit surreal. I think there's a little band thing here. So there's a little band part I believe you take off. Let me check on the other one actually. What does it look like naked? I'll show you in a second. See, this one comes off like that. The one I've got here just kind of comes off. Like that. And it just fits in. Like that. This one's a lot more snug. This one's a lot more snug. We've actually got in here as well, we've got the little adapter thing. Am I using that? Am I using that? I'm trying to think if I'm using that. I don't think I am. I can't remember if I'm using that anywhere. I might be using that at the top. Yeah, I might be using that at the top. Or maybe not. I can't remember. I'll figure it out. Right, so what I need to try and do, there's a part basically where you kind of pull it off. No pun intended. I think, does that one have the band? I'm trying to see if this one has the band thing. No, it doesn't. This one doesn't. I seem to have pulled off the band of that one, so maybe I shouldn't have. There is a way to do this. I actually did a video showing people how to do this. I did a video showing people and I don't know how to do it myself. There's going to be an official... Sure. Let's see. I'll see if I can find the official explanation of this so that I don't destroy the microphone before I've even plugged it in. It'll be in the manual, surely. Let's see if I can find this. I suppose it was a no-brainer to give it another, given you already got one. Yeah, before I got the SM7B, I looked at getting the RE20, and then I looked at the 320 because it's like 100 or 200 cheaper. So I looked at both of them, and they're good mics. I'll be honest, what really attracted this to me, what attracted me to this microphone was that you see a lot of people when they're using the Electro Voice ones and some of the Rode ones and all that, and you always have to get a pop filter or you need to get a shock mount and all that, and this has got it all built in. And I like the simplicity of that because I found that myself. Pop filters are a pain in the ass, you know, when you get them all connected and all that. And then the other thing is as well, the RE320 was cheaper than this, but then when you add in the pop filter and the shock mount, it actually worked out to be more expensive. And I think this is a better microphone. So yeah, I think that overall it just felt like the better mic to get. Now, the reason why I'm buying a second one is that I think it's just easier to be consistent with the mics I've got. You know, if I've got 2 or 3 people talking to each other, I didn't want someone with a Shure SM58, one with an SM7B, one with an Electro Voice, one with a whatever. Those kind of things, it's not a big thing. If you're switching between microphones in a podcast or a few people are recording, it's not a big issue if one person's got an odd one, if you're just trying to fit them in. But long term, I think it's better to have the same microphones in a setup. Not always. I mean, maybe I'm being a little bit OCD about that. I don't know. Right, so just to show you what I'm looking at here. So you can see here, use the standard for general voice, instrumental applications. Use the supplied one for close talk applications such as voiceovers or radio announcements. It offers maximum protection from plosive breath noise. Now, the video that I said I did before, the video I did showed you a comparison between them, and it really, I did think that this one looked a lot better. Yeah, it does make sense. To install the A7WS, which is the bigger one here, follow these instructions. To avoid tearing the windscreen removal, grip it from the plastic ring and get the base removed gently by pulling and twisting. Right. Pulling and twisting. If desired, adhere the supplied Velcro grips around the microphone grill, approximately 1 inch from the base of the grill, to hold the windscreen in place. Right. So essentially there's that, I don't know if you guys can see it now, there's basically like a plastic line there, right? Now this part, this plastic part here, that's actually part of this windscreen. It's not part of the mic, it's part of the windscreen. So what you want to try and do is twist. So that's why it's got this Velcro grip here. It's talking about to try and grip it on. But see if I can do this without. This is harder than it looks. It's harder than I remember. Grip it from the plastic ring and the base. Ah, right, okay, maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. It's hard because here we go. There we go. That's a lot easier. Talking about gripping it, you just put your finger in there and just kind of push it up. There we go. We've got it sussed now. Keep that safe because if I ever sell it, the lovely buyer will get that. So, that's in there. Get this in here. You've also got this at the bottom. This is a base plate. Now, at the bottom of the Shure, you can change the settings and all that there. Now, it is a good idea to probably put this on because once you've got it set up the way that you want, you don't want anyone to actually get in the way and start, messing about with the settings, changing the settings to something that you don't want. So it's a good idea to put it on there and it'll be like that. But I've just kind of left it. I've not did that. I've not did that at all. But it means that I can kind of change things on the fly, but I don't. So maybe I should. Maybe I should put that on it. What do you think? It would just go on like that. Like that. And yeah, pretty straightforward. You'll need to take the screws off. Take the screws off. Screw it back in like that. Yeah, but I don't think I'll bother just now. Right. So I've got everything here. What is the most popular mic that everyone uses? This is definitely one of the most popular ones, I would say. Certainly in the podcasting world, this has been kind of adopted as the unofficial, podcast mic because of Joe Rogan, I guess. But it is a great mic for that. You've also got the Heil, Heil 40 or R40 or something, HEL 40 I think it is. Then you've got the Electro Voice RE320 and 20 as well. Now, I'll give you a close-up of this there. That's the mic capsule. And if I'll try and get this here. But that was... I'll get this out of the way just for a second. And I can see if I can hook this up. So, overhead camera time. So this is it here. This is the Shure SM7B. This is it here. And this is how it comes. The big boy there. Now, as far as the base there, if I can bring this down, I don't think I can, but yeah. So if you look there, it's hard to see it there, but basically you've got a lot of different settings there to change what it's like. Now, I should maybe revisit this. I should maybe revisit it to see what the best settings are, but for now, it probably makes the most sense to just use the settings I've already got and then I can change it later. What do people mainly speak about? This is one of the most popular podcasting ones, or the Heil 40, the RE320 or R20. You do see a lot of people using the Rode ones as well. The Rode Procaster, Rodecaster, their names are all very similar. Also, if I do a podcast, is it good to live stream to interact with my audience? Podcasting is generally... There are some people that are doing it on YouTube. If I did a podcast, if I did any kind of podcast, I would record it live on YouTube, and then I would upload the audio to the RSS feed for the podcast. I would say most people don't do it live though. What they do is they download it, they make sure the audio's okay, they pick an end point and start point, they maybe put a few edits in there, maybe even throw some advertisements in there, and they do a few edits and then they upload it. Let me see if I can change this here. So what have I got here? So this one is down the bottom, that one is down the bottom too. Can't remember how I actually got that in. How did I change that? I need to get so it's actually, it should tell me in here as well. So see what I was saying before, this is the switch cover down the bottom here. This is what I've not been using, the switch cover. And it should have a section here telling you about the bottom here, where is it? No, it doesn't. So there should be a section here telling you about what the bass part is, you know, what the different settings are as far as the pull up. Oh, there it's there. Flat response, bass roll off. So I've got it set at bass roll off by the looks of it. Or presence boost settings. So I've got that set as well, I think. Yeah, so I've got them set at the bottom. So I need to just kind of get something in to move that. See if I can do that. I probably could have done about 8 videos of all the stuff I'm doing here. Right. See if I can do this here. We've got, that is, looks like that's down the bottom. Is that going in? Is it going the other way? I can't remember how you move that. How do you move that again? So, yeah, I've got it, the white parts at the top there, so this one has to go to the top. This one, that's too big. A little bit fidgety. There's probably an easier way of doing this. There must be an, I don't know what they recommend that you use to do that as far as getting in. So what I'm trying to do is quite fidgety. I probably need like a, I'm trying to think what I need. But basically what I need to do is get in there and move that up, move the white bit up to the top. Yeah, I'm just going to plug it in, Nolis. I just need to get that part changed and then I can plug it in. We'll give it a try. Try to think what I've got that I could actually change that with. I don't want to damage it, obviously, but oh, here we go. Maybe this, does this fit? Let's see if this fits. Do I need to take the base plate off? Is that how it works? Yeah, I'll need to look at the instructions here before I do anything wrong. Flathead screwdriver. No, there will be something here. Boost microphone configuration. There will be something here about changing it. It's got invert and rotate the bracket. Flat. See, it's not that big. It's quite small. It's quite small as far as that is getting in. I'm trying to think of something that I can dig in, but also something won't damage it. I'll see if I can find instructions for this. See if I can find change SM7B. What are they calling it? They're calling it, what are they calling it? They've got it down here. Frequency response. So there should be something here about changing the response. I bet you I've got a video about this as well. Roll off switch. There, this is the roll off switch. Roll off switch. So someone there, let's see if this guy's doing it. Right. Where's the roll off switch? Go and show. Right, so this is the part, and I need to know how you move that again. I don't know if I need to take that base plate off with the screws. You think I need to do that? Why didn't you show me? Why didn't you show me there? Where's the guide? User guide. I think that's what I've downloaded already. Let's see if we can find it here. You can't really push it with a finger. I used to use something small like the screwdriver to slide it up or down. The right above the Shure logo. One is a base off. Right. Paperclip. Someone says paperclip. I think paperclip could be a good shout. What do you think, guys? Good old paperclip. I think this will hopefully be. Hopefully. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Did that work? In fact, am I going the right direction here? I think I'm the opposite direction here. So, yeah, I went the opposite direction. So, pushing up. There we go. I got it. Paperclip. After all that, paperclip. That's all I needed. A goddamn paperclip. I didn't need my accessory kit thing. This can go away. Didn't need it. Right. So, next up. Do I need the mounting bracket here? Do I need the mounting bracket? I think I do. Yes, I do. Yeah. Remember that guy? The paperclip used to turn up all the time. All the time. So what I'm going to do here. Which one is it? Is it? So I need to bring this down. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's that one. See if I can get this. One's, yeah, I think that's, let's see if this works. And then, have I got it the right way round? Is it the opposite? I think I went, oh, hold on. Here we go. Let's see. Twirly, twirly, twirly. Go on, go on. This is taking longer than I expected. Right, here we go. Kind of got to there and just stopped. I don't know if that's the... I don't know what's going on there. Have I got the right way? I don't know if I've got that right way round. That doesn't seem... Yeah, I think I've got it the wrong way round. I think so. Let's see if I can do this. It's live, guys. No edits. No edits when you're live. No edits. That's the two I've got, Nollis. That's the two I've got. Got two. Before, in the past, I actually used that. I used a second one for my overhead camera. So I used that as an overhead camera for... I don't know how long, maybe like a year or something like that, maybe longer than that. It was actually quite a good solution as an overhead camera, just because my desk here is, the floor isn't too steady. I need to turn this around. Yeah, it was a little bit kind of shake. Like you'll see in my older videos, they were all kind of moving around a lot because it would jump about. Jump around as the song goes. There we go, right, see if I can do it this way. This side has also got a screwdriver flathead in it as well, which is good. I really should probably just get a flathead. I've got a flathead there. I think I do. This is why my office is a mess, because I like to be able to just grab things close to me. I don't like things being far away. I like being able to just lean over and get a screwdriver or get whatever. So it's one of those things, you know, I know that my recording setup could be cleaner and could look nicer and all that, but I'm more of a practical kind of guy as well in that respect. Is this, I don't know if this is the right way either. I think this might be too tight. Let's see. Let's see here. Hey Hugh. We've been going for nearly 2 hours. You're late. Right. Is this the right one? Is it spinning? Are we getting it here? See, it seems to be going there. This seems to tighten a little bit. Eating your dinner, what do you have? So yeah, I need to spin this on now. Seems to be spinning around. Oh, that part seems to be tightening. That part's spinning, that's the problem. Yeah, so this is the thing. See with the Rode PSA 1, which is what this boom arm is. Sometimes it can be a little bit annoying with this part here, where it doesn't tighten. So this isn't getting held, it's not staying fixed. So the whole thing spins. There we go. So I need to hold it like that to spin it on. And I need to spin this up as well. But it gets to a certain point, it doesn't really spin anymore. So here we go with that. Right, that should do. That should hopefully be okay. Random beef stew. That is random Friday night beef stew. Right, see if I can get this on. We're getting strapped up here. I've got another one out here as well. Got a Rode one here. Right, I'll sort this and then we're good to go. What other one I've got there? Dun dun dun. I know. The moment of truth. Right. So, yes, that's the new green wire. I've got white here, I've got yellow over there. I'm going to get a red and a purple or something next time, I think. Mix it up a little bit, maybe blue. Right, so this is my Shure SM7B. And the good thing is now is that I can see what I've got it set up and just duplicate it. So right now here, I've got this set at, if I'll change this here. I've got this set at 32 decibels using the FET head. So what I need to do is just duplicate the settings. If I get over here, I need to duplicate the settings for number 3. And if I do this here, I just need to go in here. I need to actually do this from here, I think, so you can still hear me. High pass filter should be on. Input limiter should be on. I've already set that. Phantom power. So this is the thing. Phantom power needs to stay on here. I can turn that off now, actually. Phantom power number 3, which is what this one is connected to. I can turn it on now, and that will power the FET head. And I think we're good to go. As I was saying, this one is set at, what, 32? Yeah, 32 decibels. So I can do the same here. I can put this up to 32. Then I'll change this here. And let's see what we've got here. Let's see what we've got. Shure SM7B, Shure SM7B. I'm over here in this one, then this one. Okay, this is obviously a ludicrous setup at this point, but what I've done is just tested the Shure SM7B. I've just tested that this one does work okay. I still need to get this kind of spin on a little bit better. This one's on better at the top. At the top of this one, I've got the official Shure extension tube. This extension tube here, it helps this microphone, helps you move it around a little bit. But the extension tube is like $8 in America. I ordered it from America, got delivered quickly. But for whatever reason, they don't sell it now. And now in the UK, the only place that sells it is selling it for like £32. And it's literally a 50p bit of plastic, if that. Right, so yes, I've got the Shure SM7B and I've got this one here, which it's gonna allow me, you know, some flexibility in the future as well. It means that if a friend comes over, we can sit and chat and we can use these mics. I might use them more downstairs than up here, but it's going to give me a lot of options. Definitely going to give me a lot of options. So, yes, where's the box? Where is the box? Right. What do you think, guys? Shure SM7B. In fact, I'll go to the new one. This is the new one. But effectively, this is 100% the same mic. And I'll switch the other one off. So now I've just got channel 3 on. Channel 3. And yeah. And the thing is, obviously, the levels are the same. It's the same mic. And again, this is what we were saying before, Norlis, about getting the same microphone. You get the same mic, you get the same cables, you've got the same settings. It just simplifies things. I think if I had a Rode and then an Electro Voice and then a Shure SM7B, I'd be constantly like, that one's at 30 decibels, that one's at 50 decibels, that one's at 20 decibels. One setting, I just, you know, I get it all set up. So, sorry, I'll catch up with the questions there. Hugh Simpson, Kevin, by any chance, you know, how to fix a PC where the motherboard gets stuck on the motherboard logo and won't enter the BIOS? Yeah, if, is that okay there? Is that working okay? What you need to do is, was that going away there? What was happening there? That seemed like it was kind of going away. It was kind of going in and out. Is that a problem with the settings or the mic or the cable or the zoom? I don't know. I don't know if you guys heard that. What you need to do is reset your CMOS. That's what I would do. Do you guys agree? Reset your CMOS. Reset your CMOS. And go back into your BIOS. That should do it. It should post. It should post if you do that. I like the Shure pun. I like the Shure pun. So you've cleared the CMOS with the jumpers. You've cleared the CMOS with the jumpers. Any of you guys noticing that? That seems to be going in and out. The audio seems to be going in and out a little bit there. I don't know if that's something to do with my settings. Might be the high pass. It could actually be the high pass filter. Yeah, you have to clear the battery. You have to clear the battery. Have I got this set at the right level? Hold on now. Yeah, I have. I've got this set at the exact same level. I'm getting the impression this was coming in and out a little bit as far as the audio was kind of coming and going there for a second, but I don't know if that's because I was just moving away from the mic. I'm not sure. Stereo link. Does that need to be on or off? I don't know, actually. No. Is everything okay? I've just noticed as well. So this is another problem, which I didn't notice before. Now, I had this set at... yeah, I don't know why it's reset that. Auto mix. Right, I'm just checking something just now, guys. There's something I want to check, just verify. And I can't do it right now. Yeah, that's strange that it's done that. Right, stereo mix mode, output. So basically what I noticed there and all this is that it's coming up that it's in 44 Hertz. Now, I've changed this to 48 Hertz, but I changed it in the main menu. When you enter the USB interface for the Zoom F8, it's kind of like you have to reset all the settings again. All the settings have to be set, like the input, the limiter and everything. And it's kind of a good thing in some ways. It means that the profile for your USB interface is completely different from the recorder, which means that you might have a profile for this when you're out and about recording, but when you come home and you plug it in and you switch to an audio interface, it's got different settings. Certain mics will be phantom power, others won't. But it seems that it's changed to 48 hertz, which is annoying because I did not want that. 44, sorry, it should be on 48. I'm not sure why it did that though. I'm not sure why it's switched to that. I don't know. That's something I can check later though. That's something I can check. No, it's saying 44 hertz there. It's 48 in OBS. It's 40. Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. There's not been any problems with the audio, has there? I'm scared this is going to cause problems though if I change. I think maybe you're right. I think because I changed it all on my other microphone, but maybe this is defaulted. Let's see here. Device properties. Device properties, advanced device, additional device properties. So let's see if I can find this. And you're right, it's defaulted to 44. Would you want two channel? Would you want two channels or one channel at 48? If this is just a stereo mix, you think it would just be one channel? I'm going to go for 48. Oh. Right, this is very risky here. This is very risky. Should I change this? Right, let's see if it works. Is it working? Yep. Well, that was very risky. I was stupid me doing that. It's changed to 48 on this as well. You're right. You're right. You're right there, Nollis. What I wrongly assumed is that because I changed the mic of my other audio interface to 48, and because this was set at 48 before in the recorder, I assumed that this would default to 48 on my PC, but it doesn't. It defaults to 44. Seems okay now. A little bit annoying it did that though. That was silly me doing that during a live stream. I could have just ended the stream. This earlier on, case in point, earlier on, when I was changing something in Premiere Pro, it kept crashing, and it was because in the preferences it was set at 44 and not 48, and it kept crashing the system. I had to go back in and change it. So yeah, that is risky. That is risky. But I digress. Right, what I'm going to do, guys, 2 seconds. I'm going to grab a cable. I want to test this headphone amp, and then I have another thing to unbox. This is another interesting thing to unbox, and I'd like to try it out as well in this stream. It's a big unboxing. It's an interesting unboxing. Hopefully you guys will like it, but I'm going to grab an audio cable down below to see if we can do a sub out with the headphone amp. I just want to see if this headphone amp works, and I'll give me a better impression as to how this works. What are this? Yeah, another unboxing. Unboxing number 6 or 7 tonight. What are the specs of my PC? I've got an 8700K with a 1080 Ti. Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah, it seems a little bit of a car crash. This I don't think this audio cable's up to much. Right, I'm going to get the other audio cable. I'm going to test it out and hopefully, yeah, hopefully I can get that working. I'm hearing a little bit of crackling in my earphones though. I don't know if that's interference or it could just be my, I think it's this cable. Yeah, I think it's that cable. I think that cable's crap. I think that's what it is. Yeah, I'm definitely, like when I move it like that, yeah, this cable's done. Yeah, that's done. It's going in and out and I'm hearing crackling. This is what's been causing the... Anyway, right, we'll be back 2 minutes, so we'll go get that cable. Right. Right. So what I'm going to try and do now, if I can, where is the plug for this? I'm going to test this. I'm going to test this headphone amp. I'm going to see if it works, and it will help me demonstrate what this is all about. So, headphone amp time, and it is time for me to figure out how this works. I don't as yet, but it's pretty straightforward, I think. So, if I go to the overhead camera, so if I zoom down a little bit, what I'm going to do is take this cable from my, I'll put this one in, hopefully it will be okay. So I'm going to use this cable here. I'll just switch the cable around there. So right now I'm plugged into my Zoom F8, right? But what I'm going to do is use the sub out port here. It's basically the audio out port here. I'm going to take that, plug it in here to the input, and then what I should be able to do now is I can put this in anywhere, but let's say I take number 1, and what I can do is take this out here, put it in here, and now I can control my volume using this. Pretty cool. So it means I can control the volume up and down. I don't have to do it through this now. And this can go super, super loud. Now, obviously you guys can't hear that, but for me, that is really, really loud. Incredibly loud. In fact, at that point, that level is probably loud enough for me. I'm still hearing a lot of crackling here, but again, I'm thinking that's this cable, which I need to return or, get a refund with. That cable seems quite cheap. Well, it wasn't cheap, but it appears to be. But to change back, all I have to do is this and here. And now I'm back listening via the Zoom. So this does work. I was hearing a little bit of crackling here. I'll need to do more testing. My guess is that it's this cable here, which isn't working correctly. I'll need to do some tests to figure out if that is indeed the case. It's not easy doing these kind of things live. But, yeah. Right, so I've tested that. It seems to work. I need to test it more to make sure that there's no crackling or anything like coming from the headphone amplifier itself. And what I can do with that to test that is to simply use this on another device. I can use this through the other audio interface. I can use it through anything, really, my PC or something, and plug the headphones through this to see if I'm getting the same problem. So yeah, more testing is necessary. I was getting a little bit of crackling there. I think it's that cable. I think it is that cable. So we'll see. Yeah, my cans were getting into the F8 before. They're directly in just now, but I was going via the headphone amp there, and you could really make it loud, like crazy loud, like stupid loud. But I was hearing a little bit of crackling, but I think it's this cable. I suspect it's this cable. Yeah, I think it is. I'll need to do more tests. This is the problem, though. I mean, you can see the amount of cables here. You won't believe the number of cables that are behind my desk. It is absolutely insane, the number of cables that are there. But from an audio point of view, if you start hearing crackling, this was what I had with the Zoom the other day. I was hearing crackling. I'm like, is it the mic? Is it the cable? Is it the Zoom? Is it the settings? And without having additional cables and different things to test, you're not 100% sure. So you need to swap and change things and try and figure it out. He looks so high. Definitely you can see his sweat almost. No, I've not heard of him. Right. Another unboxing. Here we go. One more to go, guys. One more tonight. I definitely don't have this set up 100% correct, this one. I don't have the settings set up right, and it's annoying me. There's something that I've done differently, or it's the mic, or it's the setting. There's something different. What is it? What is different? Unless I'm just used to my crappy old Shure SM7B, I'm not sure what it is. Right. I'll remove the documents here at the front. Don't need those. Right, I'll move the zoom a little bit. I'll move that cable there. Right, any guesses? Any guesses what the last thing here is? Any guesses? Any guesses, guys? Keep it clean. I will say that I did buy this from CEX. So this is, once again, the CEX lottery. It is the CEX lottery. So fingers crossed I've won this time. It's a grade B. It is a grade B. And anyone who's ever bought anything from CEX knows that B is the lottery. B is always the lottery. C, you kind of know that you're going to get screwed in some way or another. Sometimes you're pleasantly surprised. B, it's weird though, because like my Sony RX10 downstairs was a grade B, I think it was, and it was mint condition, fully boxed, everything was a grade B. And then I bought another grade B before. It was like a video capture device thing. And grade B, it was no box, no cables, no power supply, nothing. It was missing everything that you needed to actually use it. And they called it a grade B. So it is a little bit of a, there's no consistency really between it. No, it's not a games console, unfortunately. No, nothing like that. It's still in the kind of world of recording. Still in the world of recording. Lucky dip time, indeed. Lucky dip time. I don't know if you get... Can you guys not hear that? For me, it's kind of going up and down. I don't know if it's doing it with the other mic. Why is that not turning on now? That mic isn't turning on now. Ah, now I know why. Right. Right, so this is the other mic. This is the other mic. And yeah, this one isn't going up and down. Basically what I'm hearing, it's kind of like dropping off. I don't know if it's the back of it. Right, I've changed to the boom mic just now. I just want to check the settings. A little bit. Why am I? It's off. What am I doing? I'm back to this one. I don't know why it was doing that. I know you guys saying that you can't hear that, but for me, I was hearing a lot of... Basically, I was kind of like it was going away. I don't know if it was like the input, the limiter, or something to do with the settings. I don't know. This has got a ton of bubble wrap. Absolute ton of bubble wrap. Intro plays. Can I just say I'm not looking forward to tidying this room later. Tidying up is never fun. It never gets fun. Even when you're older, it's just such a mundane thing to have to do. Pop the bubble wrap. Not even bursting it, it's not going. There we go. Right. There's bubble wrap inside the bubble wrap, inside the bin bag. Hey, one thing you'll see about CEX, they don't mess about when it comes to packaging. They don't mess around. They don't mess around. Now, again, grade B, lucky dip, lottery. The question that we're trying to figure out here, and the question, well, the answer, sorry. The answer to the question, do I have the original box? Do I have the original cables? Do I have everything that I need? Grade B is a lottery. You don't know what's missing. You don't know what the condition is. You don't know how it's going to be packaged. You don't even know if you'll get to the end. Look at the state of this bubble wrap. Right. Here we go. I think. I honestly can't even get into it yet. Like, what is going on here? This is ridiculous. It's actually... It's like bubble inception. Right, I don't have the original box, guys. I do not have the original box. That's for sure. I do have a box, which I think they've just taken from that. So I've got a generic box. I've got a generic box, and that should not be on. He's ready, guys. He's ready. There it's there. The Go XLR. I appear to have a raffle ticket on the back. I have a raffle ticket. Quite a weighty thing. I can't believe the amount of bubble wrap that's there. I need to sell something just so I can use that. So I've got a separate box here. I've got the Go XLR, which is... I don't know what... it doesn't look like it's in great condition, to be honest. We'll see. I don't mind a few scrapes or that, but it looks like it's not been looked after. No, this is very badly... I'll show you... no, unfortunately, I had to pay £180 for this raffle. Now, again, grade B, no box. Hopefully I'll have the cables and things like that. I'll take this off for a second. Now, give me your honest opinion here, guys. Give me your honest opinion as to the condition here. Let's see. Try and get it all. So here is the Go XLR. This is an audio interface, but it's also a mixer. It's also a voice changer. It does pitch and reverb. It's very popular with Twitch users. You can do samples and different things as well. No problem, Ultra. Thanks for watching. Speak to you soon, mate. You'd have if you had a good stereo mic and Donnerless ASMR, you'd have about 10,000, 100,000 viewers. See you later, Ultra. Thanks. So, this is a condition. If you look closely, there's a lot of scrapes and marks over it. I don't think that's going to be a major problem. So basically, this retails at $280. I've paid $180. I don't have the box. It's obviously not mint condition. But really, if this works, then it shouldn't be a problem. Condition in the back looks a little bit better. Now, this is one of the things that annoys me about this. All they had to do was put in 2 XLR devices, and this would have been so much more useful. They went for one. They've really geared this towards individual users. They've got a smaller version of this coming out. This is $280, but well, new it's $280, but there's a mini version coming out, basically half the cost. You can do a line in, you can do a line out, you can do a mic in, you can do phones. Now, the mic in, you can actually use a Blue Yeti, like a USB mic, and then you can use the headphone port from that mic to put in to the line in port. So it's quite versatile in that respect, and you can take the optical in line from your PS4 or your Xbox One, and you can put it into the optical line there, so you can take your game audio separately. Now, the good thing about that is that you can actually set 4 different things here. You can set your game audio, your mic, you can set lots of different things, and you can set the faders at different levels and all that. So I think it's one of those things. Some people love it, some people don't love it. I think it's one of those things that if you get to know it and you use it in a particular way, I think this is a useful thing to have. But I agree with Norlis that it is puzzling that you've only got one XLR there. When I added this to my Amazon wish list, I tweeted them and I asked them some questions about that, because I was like, oh, do you not have a 2 XLR version? Is there not this or that? And to their credit, they actually did reply pretty quickly, and they got back to me on a lot of things, and they helped explain it. The manual does explain a lot of it. But what I was thinking was that I might not use this upstairs. I might not actually use this upstairs. What I might use this for is for gaming. And, well, it's one of those things. This can actually be used with the USB mic, the Blue Yeti. In theory, I could use this upstairs or downstairs. Downstairs, I could use this And despite only being for one person, if I use it with a Blue Yeti USB mic, or even the Blue Yeti XLR mic, a condenser mic like that, I could plug it in and 2 or 3 of us can use this, and I can use samples and use a compressor and do different things like that. Upstairs, well, I don't know. I'll need to figure out. I've now got 4 audio interfaces in the house. I'll use them all in different ways. Now, as interesting, this has actually got 75 decibels of gain. So if you're just looking at this from an audio interface point of view, this is actually quite interesting as far as what it offers and what it can do. Surprised they sent it so quickly though, because I only bought this a few days ago. I assumed this wouldn't be here for another week or 2. Right, so in here we have disclaimer, quick start guide there. And then we've got, that's it, nothing else there. We've got the USB cable and we've got the plug. I don't know if this is actually the official plug. This doesn't look like the official plug. I don't think this is the official plug. I think they've found a generic, yeah, they've found that. This is one of a travel adapter as well. This looks like a third party one. This is not the official plug, I don't think. Yeah, if I've got a fetish. It's one of those things. The way that I've been looking at this, right, and I don't have the box. I was hoping I would get the box just from a resale point of view if I do sell this later. But the way that I'm looking at it is if I pay 180 for this, I reckon even if I used it for like 6 months or so, I reckon I'd still get 150 for it because it sells for 280. So I don't reckon I'm going to lose out on it too much. I checked the power requirements before connecting that. It's a good shout, actually. Try to see if I see this in the manual. Let's see if we can see this in the manual. I'd have to go to the full manual. I'd have to go to the full, mega manual. Oh, no, I don't. No, I don't. Right. So, power input, standard 12 volt DC, center negative, 12 volt, 1 amp, 10 watts. And here, what have we got here? Can I see this? 12 volts, 1 amp. This actually might be the official one. Maybe it is. This is actually the official plug. You can see, if you look down here, so it's from TC Helicon. And if you look down here, if I zoom in, Helicon. So it is an official plug. So that's a good thing, at least. I don't have to worry about a cheap plug or anything like that causing any problems. Let's see if I can do this. Now, of course, I don't have a clue how to use this as yet. I haven't tested it. I'm hoping I can test this live without everything going tits up. We shall see. Right. DC in. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Funky. Right. So there's probably software that I need to install for this. There probably is some software. I'll put this here just now so that you can see it. As you can see, it's a colourful thing. Go XLR. And what I'll need to do is download the software for this. But what I can do is, if I can get it, I'm going to take out my second SM7B. If I can do it. Can I do it? That's sticking for some reason. Right, that's not good. Right, hold on. That's actually sticking there. I can't get that. That's annoying. I think maybe I'll take this one off. This one's locking in for some reason. I need to watch that USB cable. That's how you're listening to me right now. There we go. Wow, that was harder than it should have been. Right, hold on. Right, back in the game. I'm back in the game. Right, so XLR into the Go XLR. I think it could be, yeah, ASIO drivers. That's what the Zoom F8 was. No, that's what the Zoom F8 was. So what I'm looking for just now are the drivers. Hopefully they're just simple ASIO drivers. So we've got apps. There's an app for it. You think there's a driver? Well, there doesn't seem to be any firmware. It's just the app. So I'll download the app. I will agree to these terms. I agree. And I'll save this to my computer and we'll see how this works. Right. So I should be able to show you this. I'll be able to show you this application soon. We can figure it out. This has got a lot of nice things in it though. Hopefully this doesn't ask me to close anything down. Yeah, it could be, Nollis. It could be. This is why the Go XLR is why I was looking at my Audient ID 22 manual the other night, because here's the thing, this isn't perfect. I know it's not perfect. I know buying this isn't perfect, and I know that I'll do a video about this in a few weeks after using it, testing it, and I know what I like, what I don't like, and you know what, everything I like about it, everything I don't like about it. But what I do know about this is that it does simplify a lot of things that I do on my channel. Now, just simple things like I can move the game audio up and down here without going into OBS and going into advanced properties. I can do it all here. I can change the mic level pretty easily as well. You can do samples. You can use a compressor in it. It's got 75 decibels of gain as well. But the thing is, the one XLR cable thing is quite limiting. But in theory, I don't know how to do it yet. This is the thing. I don't know how to do it yet. But in theory, what I can do is use my, like, for example, my friend Kevin came and joined me and the two of us were using Shure SM7Bs. In theory, what I can do is run them both through the Audient ID 22, then run a cable from my other audio interface into this one, and then that's the signal, the stereo signal that gets, or the mono signal, that's the one that gets mixed, that's the one that gets compressed. So if I'm using the USB Yeti for 2 or 3 or 4 people, or if I'm using the Zoom for a lot of people, I can maybe run my other audio interfaces through this and then compress it that way. So yes, this is an audio interface, but I could use it just as a compressor and a sampler. I could use it in a very limited. I don't know yet. Right, so I'm going to install the driver just now. Hopefully it doesn't crash my computer. If it does, then we'll see. We'll see what goes on here. Pre-installation was successful. Phew. I was just waiting for that. We are now restarting your computer. Good luck with your live stream. Good luck. Right. Checking for update. I don't understand that, right? So see if I can do this here. That's not what I want. So I've just I'll show you this here. I've just installed the app, right? And look at this. Why have they not got the latest version on their website? I've installed it and they're saying we've actually got a newer version, current version, critical update detected. I've just installed the app. Oh, is this talking about the firmware? Oh, right. Okay, I was ready to criticise it. I thought I downloaded the software and they were telling me to install more software. Right, that's all good. I'm an idiot. That's all good. Right, so it's installing the app. And what I can do for you guys is I'll bring this up. And where can I sit out the way? Really, what I need to do, what's the easiest bit to go to? This way? It's easy to go that way? Yeah, it's probably easier to go that way. Then you can see this. So it's updating the firmware to the latest version. Looks pretty funky though, doesn't it? Looks pretty funky. You see a lot of Twitch streamers and all that. You see a lot of Twitch streamers using this. It's one of those things. It can be overkill with a lot of this equipment, but the thing is, all the devices I've got work in work in a different way. So you're trying to get the most out of everything. So it's installing the firmware. It's updating the firmware here. Now, if I bring over the overhead camera just now, I just want to show you something. You can see here. Maybe you can see that. I'll zoom down just so you can see this a little bit better. It's hard to see that. I can see that really well, but in the camera it's not showing so well. But basically it's saying mic, it's saying music, that's it. It's saying voice chat, and it's saying system. And you can set the level up and down here. And then you've got all these other buttons and all that as well. Oh, that was just moving up there. Oh yeah, it's totally aimed at teenagers and kids. It's not aimed at a grown-ass man like myself, but I will be able to use this in some ways. You know, I'm never going to be one of those game streamers that's I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm never going to be like the kids are. I'm not a kid. I'm an old fart. But there's a lot of things I can use in this. It's got a compressor. It's got a noise gate. I think a noise suppressor. It's got a few other things as well like that. Before we show you around, let's set your microphone level. Speak into your microphone in your normal speaking range and set the gain so that your volume remains in the good range. Right, so let's see if I can show you this, guys. Hold on just now. I'm going to see if I can change over to this mic just now. So here. Just to give you guys an understanding, basically there's a couple of different mics here for the Go XLR. There's got, if I can't show you this, it's through OBS right now, but it's got chat mic. It's got chat mic. It's got sample. It's got a broadcast stream mic. Now I think it's broadcast stream mic is probably what I'll do actually, guys. I'll maybe just even I'll maybe add a new mic just now just to see if I can figure this out, so that I'm not hearing blanks. Audio input capture. I'll just call this mic 2. I normally just keep one mic so that, because I normally only use one mic and then I just change it in the properties. But what I want to do is just quickly go through the different options here. So I've got the zoom set up just now. I'm going to set up, well, this should be the, what would this be here? It's got sample. That's not that. It should be broadcast stream mic. That's pretty cool. Testing. This is not working. Ah, that's what it was, right? So I'll show you what was wrong there, right? I'll show you what was wrong, right? You may be hearing me in stereo here. So if I can jump over to my monitor. Now, I had that set at dynamic mic. Had it set at dynamic mic, but of course I need to have it as condenser because the FET head needs power, which is why I need to set it like that. So what I'll quickly do, what I quickly need to do though, I'm going to disable that mic 2. And then I'm going to change the properties here to the stream mic, and hopefully I'm all good to go. Right, testing. So I need to bring this up. Testing. Up a little bit more. Now, interestingly, what's that sound like to you? Does that sound okay to you? Broadcast stream mic. Testing. Can you guys hear that? Hello. Whoa. That's way too loud. Way too loud. Right. Okay. Hear you okay? Right. I messed up a few places there. Is that okay? The headphones, there must be a headphone volume part here. System, is that it? System. There must be a bit for the headphones. I can't find it there. But basically what I messed up with there was that I changed it all over. I first mixed up the fact that it's a dynamic mic. This is a dynamic mic, but because I'm using the FET head, you have to kind of say that it's a condenser mic. Quality of those seems quite good, I would say. Really good, actually. Really good. I'm actually hearing less background noise than I did with the Zoom. Seems okay just now. The main problem I had there was that I didn't switch the headphones over to the Go XLR, so I was still hearing myself through the Zoom with that mic. Is it still too low for you guys? Is it too low? Right, see if I can do it now. Is that okay now? Is that a little better? Now for me, that is super loud. Super loud. In fact, what I'll do, if I can go through the system, is that better? No. Let me see. Voice chat, music. I don't know. Any of these down a bit. Right. Thanks for that. Thank you. Right. Okay. A little bit better. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this tutorial thing here. If I jump over here, you can see the tutorial. I'll put it here. Now that you're going to set up, you're going to go through a little tutorial. Divided into 3 panels. You've got device, view, and configuration. So, okay. So configuration down the bottom, browser at the top, device view. So you can see what the device is. Too low? Down a bit now. Is it too high? Is it too high now? Is it okay? Right. The device view panel shows you where everything is. Right, I'll figure that out soon. Configuration panel. Right. Start playing. Okay. Right, so now I've got that set up. I've got that set up now. So what I can do, I'll try and just show you guys what I'm doing. Right. So I'll try and do it so that I can see it and you guys can see it. The audio level for me seems okay now. Before it was deafening myself. I really was deafening myself. So this is the settings area for Go XLR. You've got profiles, and you can see that this guy's had a couple of settings profiles set up already. Now, I've read a little bit about this already, where some people will. It's a little bit annoying that there's a couple of kind of weird settings with this as far as if you change profiles, it starts changing your settings and all that. So, for example, if I'm in a game and you guys say, you know, the game audio isn't good, and I change it, if I change to something else and then change back, it goes back to the original settings. Sometimes that's what you want, but other times that's a real pain. So down at the bottom here, if I can show you here, I've got mic, mixer, effects, sampler, routing, and system. Thanks, Spanish. Appreciate it. I appreciate the feedback because obviously I can't hear it the other side. Now, right now, I've got the mic and I've got the noise gate at 50. We've got equalizer, bass. We've got the compressor. Now, we've got the compressor there. I can turn it up. That might change it a little bit. Put it up too high and I might find sound a little bit funny. Now, these are those settings I'm going to have to mess about with. Got a de-esser as well. We've got the mixer here. Mic, chat, music. Channel 2. Right. So you can see the different things here. I've got mic. So there's number one, mic. And you've got line in, sample, headphones. That's what I need. Right. So I don't want system right now. I would say I want 4. In fact, I would make 2 my headphones. I would make 2 my headphones. There we go. Headphones. And then I can put that down. Right. Where is there a apply button? Does this have to be applied or saved? Okay. Right. Still says, there we go. So I can now turn the headphones up. That's really good. That's actually quite useful. It still says music here though. For whatever reason, it's not updated. It hasn't changed to say headphone. It still says music here. So I don't know if I can show you this in overhead camera. If I show you this here, it still says music there, but this is actually my headphones right now. This is my headphones. It's quite useful having that there, but I need to have the headphones at full. Now, as far as my voice going up and down, that's probably a little bit with the compressor and the de-esser. I'll need to mess about with these settings as well. I'm quite low now. Right. That's maybe because the compressor... I'll take the compressor off. The compressor was probably changing things there. Is it quite loud now? Too loud? Too loud? I've got the mic set basically like 3 from the top. Now, one of the things that I don't like about it right away is that I can't see if I'm peaking. There's nothing here. Like with the zoom, you can see, you can see it there. The levels go up if you're peaking and you can see if you're in the red and all that. Now, it's one of those things. I think once you've got it set up, you don't have to check whether you're peaking because the compressor and the de-esser and all that will do it all. But right. So we've got the effects. I quite like how when you click on something, it shows you up there as well. I quite like that. I can look at that. Can you see that there going up and down? So I can mute. Look at this. It goes back to the same level, but that's quite good as well because if someone called or something, you can just quickly mute it. So I do like what I'll probably do after this or tomorrow on another day. I'll probably go through and look at ideal settings for the compressor and the de-esser. I'll delete those profiles and I'll mess about with everything to set up my own profile and get it the way that I want. Just now, really, this is just me playing about with it for you guys. We'll figure it out. So we've got the mixer there, and basically the mixer, it's obviously referring to these 4 panels here. This is one of the things that attracted me to this, is that I can set my game console, like, so I can set the audio from the Nintendo Switch, for example. Now, I don't have the Nintendo Switch going through this right now. I think I'd have to change some things in the back, but at the moment, I've just got it plugged into the TV and all that. I can't remember what way I'm going to be able to route the game audio through that, but I could set it through here so that I can change the audio up and down as well. So again, it's like you can mute the game audio, you can mute the headphones, and it saves you having to go into OBS and change everything. I think what it's going to allow me to do is, like that audio interface, the Audient ID22, which I've been using for years. Which one is it? It is that one over there. That's the 3rd audio interface on my desk. That one over there. That's the one. This is the one I've been using for the last few years. But really, the way that I've got that set up is that I set it up and I leave it. And then I do everything on the fly in OBS. I think something like this, I'll probably put it over there, right in front of me, and I'll be able to change things on the fly. Can you guys see that screen okay as far as the mixer level? No, there's no meters on the box, Nollis. There's nothing there as far as peaking or anything like that. There doesn't seem to be anything there. So we've got effects here as well. We've got settings for the buttons, routing, and then system. Right, so we'll check the effects and sampler in a second. Just see the routing part. Really, this is just about... I'll need to get a full understanding as to how this part works. But really, it's about which parts you hear and which parts are live almost, and which parts you're using. And you can switch them on and off, etc. So like for that, I don't need it. I can turn it on and off and things like that. I don't know how the table works yet. I saw a video about it, but I wasn't paying attention, if I'm honest, at this part, because I'm like, I'll figure it out later. But yeah, that's the configuration for the routing. So basically, this is the input and outputs part. That's what that part is all about. System is about where all the profiles and icons and that kind of crap is. Sampler and effects. So we've got samples and effects. I think there's some built in. But you can see here, and it's showing you this part down here, the sampler. So I don't know how this works. I think I can record myself. There's a way that I can record myself, I think. So this has got play next, function play next, play stop. Right, so clear. Testing, 1, 2, 3. No, I don't know how that works. So there's a beep. I can tell you all to go yourself. So yeah, there's lots of things like that I need to figure out as well. There's lots of effects and different things. I bet you I use that beep a lot. The gain settings are, you go to the mic setup there. That actually you can now, you guys can't see that, but if I go up to my Samsung monitor, you can see it does actually show the levels there, and it's saying that I'm peaking a little bit there. Saying that I'm peaking, but I'm not peaking through OBS, so it's saying that I want to bring it down to good. So it's saying that I should bring it down to about this level. It's saying that this level's better. Is that better for you guys now, this level? Is that better for you guys? At this audio level, do you think this is a better setup? Not too loud? Now, annoyingly, I can't turn up my headphones any louder than this. This is the one thing that I don't like. At this point, I can't turn up the headphones any. But again, this is why I bought the headphone amp. This is turn your volume up, right? So yeah, this is telling me I really need to go back to where it was at 30 decibels. Now again, I've got the FET head. I might not need the FET head. Maybe that's, you know, why it's a little bit quite loud. But there, it's quite loud as well. I'm kind of peaking there. Clipping has occurred. Lower the microphone card. So it's saying clipping has occurred. Now that's where the compressor comes into effect as well. I can put the compressor on. The compressor will stop that from happening. Is that a little bit low now? A little bit low. It's saying that it's clipping. Are you guys hearing clipping? I'm not seeing clipping on OBS. How's it? Is it okay now? Is it okay? I think it looks okay actually when I look on OBS. They're saying it's clipping, but in OBS it's actually looking okay. So I don't know which one do I trust. Do I trust OBS? Do I trust this? Because what I'm seeing just now, you can't see this because it's a separate window. But there it's there. That's the audio level. And it's saying it's clipping. It says it's in the red, but in OBS I've got it much lower than that. The audio levels are different. The gain should be different than the master volume. Yeah, it's just I don't know. I need to kind of mess about with this. Yeah, it's not aimed. It's not a traditional audio interface. It's more like a mixer sampler, really. It's a one-man type of thing. But as I was saying, what I could do is just completely avoid the mic part of it and just run a signal from the Zoom or my other audio interface or the USB mics that I've got. Run it through this just to get the sampling and just control it all through this. That is one way that I could do it, I think. Is the audio okay then? Okay, is it acceptable right now? I've got the compressor on, which I'm going to turn off because it's annoying. The compressor seems to have been cutting me off a little bit too early. A little bit too aggressive, I think, the compressor. I've got it at 5 now. The effects, though, if you look at the effects, it's got... Right. I missed that. Right. That's got Kid Robot. Right. Big Verb. preset, big verb, hockey arena, chapel. This actually goes along. We've got pitch, gender, style, megaphone. But how is this, you know, what buttons is this going for? All these colors is, you know, again, this is a Twitch thing, isn't it? This is the Twitch generation. So I've got it blue just now. Can I just do, oh, you can set each button. Like, you can set each button a different color. So I don't know if you guys can see that. It's going red there. You can set it green. So this button here, I can change. This is what's changing. Which is quite good, I guess, because you could change these to different colors so that you know which ones is which. I guess that's okay. I need to mess about with that as well. Hard tune, or you can do like tuning with it as well. Let me see. Comms, radio, kid, robot, tank. So these are all presets. I just don't know how I'm supposed to apply these. So it's got megaphone up here. So the button up here, it says megaphone. Let's try this. Does this sound like a megaphone? Can you guys hear a megaphone? I can't hear anything. Oh, is it a little bit? Says that was megaphone. Then I've got robot. Robot sounds very strange. Sounds very, very strange. But you can change the pitch. Change it all about. Change the reverb. Is that changing anything? I really need to look at this face on. So that's actually, yeah, that. So this is something right away. Yeah, yeah, I know. It's a little bit annoying. Right, so in a month or two, Go XLR are releasing a stand, and it's kind of like the Stream Deck stand that brings it up like that. Now, I understand why they're doing that. I've used this for 2 seconds. Oh, okay, I'm exaggerating. I've used it for a few minutes, but right away, I have noticed a glaring flaw in this already. And I'll show you this if I jump over to the overhead camera. Now, you see these switches here, right? You see these switches, reverb, pitch, echo, and gender. Now, because of the angle this is at, now you can see that the colors are going on, right? So that looks great, doesn't it? That looks great. It looks amazing, and it's quite a cool effect, right? That it's doing that. But the problem is, see where I'm sitting here? When I'm sitting here, I can't actually see that. I can't, like the angle that I'm at, I can see it going up to the halfway point, and then there's like 5 or 6 of those lines I can't see. So ideally, I'd want to put this there underneath my PC, but I'd be like this, because I wouldn't know what level it was set at. I don't know how much of a problem that's going to be if you're I'll turn this down. Pitch. Wait there, what's this setting doing? See, this is what I'm saying. I can't actually see that. I can't see that where I am. So, yeah, this is the thing. I don't know much of a problem that will be once things are set up, but gender, it goes all the way around. So these ones are zeroed at the top rather than the bottom. This one is zeroed at the bottom left. This one, yeah, bottom left again. A little bit strange the way that it's set up. It's got FX there. Can you guys hear anything different when I push any of these buttons? FX. Testing. Oh, that's freaky. That's freaky. That's really freaky. So it's saying hard tune FX. Megaphone. This is the megaphone. Yes, this is the megaphone. So, I mean... Hello? Testing FX.
Okay. Wow. This is bizarre. This is really bizarre. You mother...
What's this one? There's megaphone as well. Okay. So yeah, that's the thing. That's the kind of thing where I'm not going to use that a lot, if I'm honest. The that thing, I think that's cool. I'll use that in a live stream sometimes. But, you know, I'm not going to be one of those people that just sit for hours putting on funny voices. I think if you're doing a live stream, I guess it makes sense that you can change your voice briefly, or maybe I will play about with it. All the presets that are there just now, yeah, there's a lot of gimmicks there. I do need to mess about with it. I mean, I don't want to cast judgment on this already. I don't want to cast judgment on this already and say that I like this or I don't like this. I think £280 new. It's maybe a harder sell. I've paid 180 for it, and it's not surplus to requirements because I've already got audio interfaces. But it's one of those things. I was looking at compressors and mixers and all that anyway. And this does help me out in a few ways. And as I said, I can run the Blue Yeti through this, and I can do effects and all that through the Blue Yeti with this. So maybe I'll use this downstairs when I'm gaming. I don't know. Have I got compression on? No. If I go to the mic, can you see that okay? Or do you want this window bigger? This one here, do you want that a little bit bigger? I can make that a little bit bigger if you want. Is that easier to see? Is that easier to see? So the compressor is set at 5, right? Do you want me to put it up to like 100 and we'll see what the effect is? You want me to try it? I can put it all the way up if you want me to mess about with it. Yep, right, okay. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the feedback, guys, because I'm totally winging it at this point. I've just noticed the big stop mic. Hello? I don't know about that part. Ah, there's a big mute button down the bottom as well down there, which you just kind of hold it in, but I don't know why you would use that. No, just one of those. Right, I'm going to put the compressor up now. So the compressor is now at 100. It's at 100. But like my audio levels I can see are lower. Wow. It's I don't think that sounds good. I don't think that sounds good at all. It's compressing it too much, isn't it? Ah, look at this, guys. I didn't know you could do that. You can actually expand it. I'm going to bring it down. I've switched the compressor off. I didn't realise that there, actually, guys. You've got a gate, an equaliser, a compressor, and a de-esser. I didn't notice these little arrows here before. If you click on the arrow, it expands it. So now you've got the threshold, the attenuation, the attack, and the release. Same with the equaliser. You've got a graphic equaliser there. It's quite a big one as well. You've got the compressor. You can do the threshold. You've got the ratio, the attack, the release, the makeup gain. And then you've got a de-esser. And again, what I'll probably do is, you see all these settings, I'll probably go through and just delete these settings. I'll just completely change, set things up from the ground up. I'll set my own profile up, and I'll set everything up the way that I want. But what I'll do is I'll look at other people's guides and they'll say, don't do this, don't do that. This is too high. Try the attack, right, on the compressor. Right. So I've got it 2 milliseconds. What do you think I should set it at? Does this change my voice on this? Have I got some effect on this? It seems a little bit. The reverb seems up there. Is the reverb? That's better now? Is that better now? Right. So I've got it 2 milliseconds. What I'm going to do is I'll put it up to 10. Do you think that'll make a difference? And then I'll put the compressor up to 30. So in theory, this is going to stop me. Whoa, that kind of messed up my voice there. That's bizarre. That button's on though. I don't want that button on. Why is that doing that? How do I actually turn that off? See this button? That's just constantly lit. I don't know how you deactivate a particular button. I'm not sure how. Big verb. How do you just do normal voice without... How do you do that clear? So basically what I'm trying to do is stop this number 6 from lighting up. I have a 5 in one surround sound with bass boost, so I'm trying to with bass on and bass off. Ah, right, okay. Headphone... Alright, that's the actual mixer. Right, I'm turning the compressor off for a second. It sounds a little bit kind of weird there, but there's that many effects and different things here. What a lot of people do though and maybe I'll do this. This is something I might do. Is just like put like Homer Simpson and different things on here, or Cartman, and put samples on there. But there's another thing you can do is that you can record a sample, where you can record what's being said. So if someone says something in a stream or in a game, you can record it and then just play it back in a loop. I don't want to mess about with the mic too much in case I can't put it back, and then it's all messed up. Right, mixer. Channel 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, I've got their voice chat. I'd probably make that one game. Yeah, and then channel 4, maybe system, because that means if that'd be from like Chrome or something like that. If I was taking audio in, you've got mute option, mute all, mute to stream, mute to voice chat, mute to phones, mute to line out. There are a lot of options here that you don't see in a lot of other audio interfaces. A back to default button. That's a good point. Yeah, you think there would be. That's just loading up a new profile with these. Oh, there it's there. Create a new profile with the default settings. There it's there. We'd like to create a new. So you guys can't see that if I show my monitor. Would you like to create a new profile from the current or default configuration? Default. And then what I'm going to save it as main. I'll just call it main profile. Kind of boring, but just so that I remember what it is. Main profile. Save it. There we go. So there's the main profile. But what I'll quickly do, I'll just quickly change to the other ones for a second. There we go. So, wow, that's obviously changing the audio. Teal blue. I quite like the colours there. Funky colours. Sleep. Main profile. Right, I think I'll just delete that, guys, because I'm not going to use it as a reference anyway, so I'll just delete his. And I'll start with the default one. It was quite cool though that when you change between it, it was just automatically changing the colours, but it also changes the mixer, which is quite good, because what it means is I could maybe change one setting for, like, maybe I can have that one as main recording, and then I can have another one for playing a game, and then I can just switch between them. Because you'll have certain things, like when I'm recording a video like this, I wouldn't need the game, so I wouldn't have game there. So there's things that I can do. I maybe change this to just default or something like that. There's things like that I can set up. Sleep. Yeah, I'll change that. So I've just got one main profile now. And I can change this about later. Samples. Recorded. What's this? Recorded. It's not actually playing anything. Right, there's nothing there. Presets, big echo tank, right. There's a lot to go through here. I don't think it's the most complicated thing. When you actually break it down, it looks pretty straightforward. I just have to go through each part one by one and see what the settings are that I like. I like what the guy done there. I've deleted his profile, but I liked what he did there as far as changing the colours and all that. That's maybe what I'll do as well. And you can see there, like I can make mic 1. What would it be? My mic, it'll be, make that green. So there's green. I can make that red. I can make that pink. I can make that, we'll make this one like an orange. So you can make the different colours at the top there. Or maybe make that blue. Yeah, so I've made them. So what I've done there is, it actually looks like a Rodecaster Pro now. At the top, I've just changed the colours there. Profile's probably used in a studio for interviews with different people at the same time. Yeah, there's things like that you can do. I mean, I don't know how often I'm going to use this with other people. I'd probably just use the Zoom on its own if it was just me and my friends. But if we're playing a game, maybe there's some things here that we could use. So this has got text. Ah, right. So you can change the text that's written there as well. Whether it's text is shown. You can change the icon as well. So I could probably do like a picture of Mario or something like that there. There's a lot of things I'll need to mess about with. You know, I'll need to spend like a day or two messing about with it, changing settings and all that. What I want to do though is just kind of try the more of the effects. You've got, right, so I've got number 1 here. One is selected. Hockey arena. Library. Wow. Dark Bloom. Oh, it's Music Club. Dark Bloom. Real Plate. Chapel. Hockey Arena. And I've got the effects button here. I'm going to turn that off, the effects button. So it looks like when you press the effects button, it just goes to that effect, whatever's selected. Like here I've got 1 and 2, but it'll default to whatever the one is, and you can set up each profile as you want. But if I do number 1 again, so there's different groups. That's big verb, but I can also do, what else can I do here? That's number 3. Right, okay, so I'm just going through the selection there. So, reverb, pitch, narrow, wide, on the phone. So it's megaphone. Megaphone, on the phone, overdrive, buzz cut, game, wow, ping pong. That's weird. And you've got the lighting. Turn that off because it's starting to annoy me already. And that's the thing with this. I think it's the sort of thing where if you set it up okay and you use it at the right time, like and you beep someone, I think that's quite funny and it's quite appropriate. And it's good that they've got a button for that. There's a button dedicated for that there. There. That's like the beep button. I think that's quite cool. I think that's quite a cool setting. And for the other ones though, you can just set it up different colours and different things. I'm just going through and just changing the colours to see how it looks like visually. What I can do here, red. There we go. Oh, I've got. So there's a lot to change here though as far as colours and that go. Like what, that blue. So I'm starting to customize the colours just to give it, you know, just to make it look a little bit better. You can see there I've started to change these colours here now. And I assume I can go through and change the other ones as well. So where would it be? Effects megaphone. So I could make that one yellow. Could make that one red. And that green. And the effects button. What, a big blue button? Nah. I don't know, red or purple. There we go, purple. So you can see I'm changing the colours here for all of these. And you can do that with all of them. You can go in and you can change the colours of all of it. There will be a part to do for all of them as well. You've got the sampler as well, and there'll be lighting for the sampler. So in here as well, I've got the sampler now, A, B, and C, and I can make that purple, that one green, and that one blue. And if I go back to my overhead camera, you can see now that these colours have changed here. Quite cool. Quite cool. A little bit cheesy, a little bit pointless. Also use that for on the hour beeps. Yeah, I could. On the hour every hour. I'm starting to kind of get the colours in there already, and you can see, I mean, I've not even read the manual. I've not did anything yet. I've just went through the tutorial, and you can see that I'm kind of getting to grips with the basics already, but I need to learn more about how all these work as far as changing to a megaphone. You just push the button and it will change to megaphone. The one thing I don't really know yet is the sampler. As far as how the sampler works, it's there. It's got top left. In fact, I can maybe make this window a little bit wider. In fact, I'll put it there. Top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. So you push that, and then you put, so it looks like there's basically 12. So you've got 4 for each one. Top left. So there's 12 in total. A, B, C, top left, bottom right. And you've got clear. So I've got A selected. And then I've got top left. And top left, it seems to be play next. But there's other things you can do here as well. Stop on release loop. And then samples recording. So I don't know how you actually take a recording, how you actually sample it. There we go. So I basically I tried to record there, and what it did is just kind of caught that in a loop. It caught that in a loop there. So all these buttons do different things here. You can set it up the way that you want. Got that was loop. And then you've got play next. I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. If I'm honest, I've still got that megaphone actually. What do you think, guys? A little bit gimmicky. What do you think? So obviously the zoom here is the better one. This is the better audio interface. There's no doubt about it. There's no comparing it, but they're not designed to go against each other. But it is quite funny to realise that, see the zoom, this can take 8 XLRs, and then in fact it can take 10 via an attachment. This can take 10 XLRs. This takes 1. This takes 1 XLR, one mic in. But this does have, and I'll show you this again with the overhead camera. Now this is upside down, all the lovely colours, but if you look there, you've got my microphone in, my Shure SM7B. Now you've got the line in port. So the idea is that I could use this for, you know, taking a signal from perhaps my other audio interface, perhaps from a Blue Yeti or something like that, I'm not sure. Or maybe I could put the line out from this into another audio interface. Maybe that's an option. You've got a mic port there as well, which basically allows me to bring it in. Take a mic like this, and I can plug it in. I can take a 3.5mm microphone and put it in there, which obviously I don't think that's the best situation, the best mic to use, but it means that if you do have something like the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus or something like Rode Video Mic Pro Plus, if you have a microphone like that, maybe you can use it with that. At the end of the day, I think it's good to have an extra input there. You've got line out, you've got your headphones, you've got your mic, you've got your line in. There's a few good options there, and you've also got the optical cable. Now they've got a games console icon there, and what they're saying is you can take the audio from your Xbox One or your PlayStation 4, because those use optical and cables. But what you could do in theory is just take that from anything, because my Audient ID22 has an optical cable, an optical out, in and out. So in theory, I could take the audio from my Audient ID22 audio interface, the one over there, that one over there, that's got an optical in, and then what I can do is insert it here, and now it's got the game icon here, but it can just, you know, it's just like any other input. I've got a really good signal. So yes, I've got one mic there, but in theory, I could attach the optical in from my Audient ID22, and I've got 3 mics. So it's kind of limited with the 1 XLR, but because of the line in and the line out and the mic and the optical, you've kind of got a couple of options there. You've kind of got a couple of different options there to expand it. And, you know, that's kind of why I was looking at it. I was thinking only 1 XLR, but then when I looked at, you know, the idea that I can change things here on the fly, I think that's quite attractive. Sexy attractive. Yeah, well, I mean, we could maybe try... I've not figured out the sampler thing yet. I've not figured that out yet. I've not really figured that out. Samples path. What I'm thinking is, though, that I will use this in some way. I think the compressor and the de-esser and all that could be really good. It's really whether I use this on its own or whether I route this through another audio interface. I'm not sure what the best way to set it up yet. I'm not sure what the best way is to set it up. I'm not sure, but I've got some options with it. I do think I've got some options. Now the headphone part, yeah, I don't like the volume here. Now you guys can't hear this, right? Now I know why it's not. Now I know why my headphone volume isn't changing, because I've reset the profile. I've reset the profile. Right, see the mixer here, channel 2. Channel 2. I want it to be headphone. Right, so headphone down. Right, so the problem I've got right now is I'm at the very top with the headphones, right? I'm at the very top, and it's loud. It's loud enough, I would say, but I can't go anywhere else. I'm at the top already. So I don't know if that's got to do with my mic settings or something, but you never want to be at full volume. It'd be good to have a little bit more headroom. But that's where my headphone amp comes into play as well. No problem, Norris. Thanks for your help, mate. Thanks for your feedback. I do appreciate it. Don't want to piss on your fireworks, Kev, but I have been listening to you for ages, and the setup you had before was just as good as this. No. I understand that. It's important to point this out. I don't think this is better than my Audient ID22. I don't think it's better than my Zoom F8 either. It's not better. I really don't think it's better. I think that's a better audio interface. I think it's better. I really do. It's more versatile as well. It's got the optical one. It's got lots of send and returns. It's probably got better mic preamps as well, and it's got 2 XLR inputs. I think that's a better audio interface. But I think there are some situations where I could use this. Now, this is, you know, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the background that maybe you guys don't see or hear. For example, there's an application called Voice Meter, right? And basically what it allows you to do, if I'll see if I can get it up for you guys. It's a free application. See if I can find this and show you what it is. Right. So this is a free application called Voice Meter. Now, this is free to download. Well, they've got a paid version as well. I think it's got a couple of extra features. It unlocks a couple of virtual inputs, I think. But effectively, what this allows you to do is take signals from your computer, and then you can assign it as an input, and then you can use those inputs in OBS. Now, to give you an example of how I've used it before, in my other YouTube channel, I used to do a lot of interviews. I used to interview a lot of people, and what I would do was take, for example, I'd use the video conferencing app Zoom or Skype, and I would take the audio from that and I would capture it using Voice Meter, and then I would reroute it as if that audio was a separate input. Now, there wasn't a separate input going into my PC. It was just being all captured with software, and then it was running through OBS, and I could select that audio from the interview through Voice Meter, and I can do it through OBS. So it's a free app. It's very easy, a very handy program to have on your computer if you're doing recordings or doing videos or anything like that. And you get like 1 virtual input, but you can increase it to 3 for, how much is it? It's cheap. It's very cheap anyway. But it's a cheap little application. It's great. Now, the reason I'm talking about that is because, in fact, I'll bring it up. I don't know why I'm telling you this in theory. I'll show you this exactly. So this is it loading up. This is it here. Right? This is it here. I'll bring that down there. This is it here. This is Voice Meter. And essentially what you can do is you can set a host of different inputs and outputs, and you can set it what it is, and you've got control over it. And what that allows me to do is, if there's an interview, if there's something else, then what I can do is, you know, adjust things quite easily. So it gives you a lot more options, because you're quite limited to what you can do with the computer. Now that you've got an understanding of that, one of the reasons why I was looking at the Go XLR is that, you know, all that kind of virtual graph things and all these virtual graphs, essentially what you can do with, you know, see you've got all these up and downs with the gain level and all that. What you can do with this is assign them to this. So again, what I could have is mic, headphones, mic 2, or something like that, or I could have game, and then I could have phones or telephone call or Skype, and I could put someone's voice up and down just using this. It's not a game changer per se. It just saves you a lot of configuration on the computer, and you can save different profiles, which means that I could go like gaming, and then I can change the interview, and then it'll change the mixers to the right level. Again, this isn't going to completely transform the way that I do videos, but there's a lot of situations where this could be quite useful. So one of those things though, I'm going to try it out. I'm going to use it for a while. I'm going to see if I do actually use a lot of the features, try and get more out of it, and then I'll have an understanding of how it works, etc. But if I don't use it all the time, then I could probably sell it in like 4 or 5 months, and I've only lost 20-30 pounds. I don't think I'll lose a lot on this. Yeah, it's free on a lot of applications. It's free on a lot of applications. Yeah. What do you think, though? This is the last thing I've unboxed. This has been a long stream. This has been 3 hours and 15 minutes. It's been 3 hours, 15 minutes. I had a lot of stuff to go through, though. Rather than do a ton of videos, I wanted to do them all and just do one long stream and talk about this stuff. I think this looks interesting, though. I do think this looks interesting. It's not a game changer per se, but what this has got in it is a lot of effects like you. But it's got a lot of effects and things like that. But it's got that, it's got the compressor, it's got the de-esser. Now, obviously, when I was using that guy's profile, the compressor and the de-esser, it wasn't set up for my mic. It wasn't set up for my voice. I'll need to change those things. I'll need to get it set up for me. But there's lots of things here just like that. You know, those kind of things. I don't think I'll use those a lot. But it's the kind of thing as well where over time they might update this with more sounds and profiles and all that. I think the real thing with this is when you start using the samples. I think that's when I think when you do the samples, I think that's when that really gets interesting. Now, if look here, now this has got the buttons here. Now I'm not sure how you're supposed to. It's got the waveform. Delete that. Hold on. Adjust start and endpoints of sample playback. Samples. Ah, right. So it's got samples, right? So let's see if I can get a file, right? A little audio wave file. Right, we'll see if I can get this. A wave source, right? See if we can do anything. If you fancy a good laugh, have a look at my videos. Yeah, I can do that. Go to channel. Right, okay. So this is Spanish Property Consultant. This is his channel. There you go. 69 subscribers. 30 years experience living. That's a long time to live in Spain. Where's that? Where's that, by the way? That looks beautiful there. That looks absolutely stunning. That looks amazing there. What's happening with the video here? Why is it all wobbly? Oh, is that just because it's sitting in the car? Is the camera sitting? I'm looking at the wrong cam there. Is the camera sitting like that, wobbling up and down? It could be. It could need stabilizing. I can't hear you just now. Obviously, I'm listening through. I'm just muted it right now. Malaga, right? So is that Malaga? What other wave source? Right, that's not it. Right. Right, so you've got the like boobies, right? So boobies, right? Where am I going to save this? Right, where's the? I'll see if I can save this. Right, samples. Right, I need to save that. Right, samples. See if I can do this. Right, so what I'm trying to do is get a sample file. Try to get a sample file. Right, so I've analysed the track Boobies. So in theory, if I...
Boobies. Boobies.
Yeah, I could have a lot of fun with this.
Boobies. Boobies.
Oh, I'm so easily amused by that. Yeah, so I could put in like Homer Simpson and different things for that. See, there's now here's an example of another one. Let's see if I can do this. Right, so what I'm trying to do here is get a different I'll get top right. Try and change this. Different recording. So this is top right. I'm going to paste this. There, it's there. And top right now I can go. Down! 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 So there's a lot of things like that I can mess about with. There's a lot of things like that I can mess about with. I'm not saying this is going to enhance my stream, but if you're playing a game, there's maybe going to be times where you want to...
Boobies. Boobies.
So there's maybe going to be times when you actually when you take advantage of something like that and you use the WAV file. So there's things like that I can mess about with. See how it goes. See how it goes. I'll mess about with it and see. Yeah, just see what I do with it. Software update tutorial. So there's a lot of other things here. There's analytics and all that as well. Yeah. So that's Malaga, but it's inland. I'm still a bit echoey here, aren't I? Reverb's up, echo's up. The pitch. I think you can do the tune. Right. Yeah, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things I need to mess about here. I'm curious as to whether I can get this set up so that if there's two people there, we can use the same effects. I think that'd be pretty cool. Anyway, I digress. So that's in Malaga, but inland. Oh, right, okay. It looks beautiful. Like if I go back to that the part I'm talking about here, the picture at the very top there just looks really, really nice. Looks really, really good. Looks beautiful. So that's like an inland. Is that an inland lake or is it just the sea that's come in? It's beautiful anyway. I always love going to Spain. I think Spain's a beautiful country. I always have a great time there. But yeah. So that's fun. I've had a lot of fun with this. I still need to play about with it. I still need to figure that out. I still need to see what this works. Ideally, what I want to do is, I don't know whether to reroute my microphone, my audio through this 100% or to put it through my Audient ID22 and just route this through as a kind of input. That could give me a few more options. I'll maybe do it that way. I don't know. I need to read the manual. I need to mess about with it, but we'll see how it goes. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm going to call it quits at that. It's been a long night and I've got a lot of packing up to do here. I've got a lot of crap on the floor now. I've got a lot of crap on the floor because I've just been throwing stuff on the ground. But thanks for your support. I know the audio is maybe a little bit messed up just now. Hold on, I can change that. So I can go back to this mic. So this is the F8 again. This is a Zoom F8 again. This is a Zoom F8, and I've got the microphone going round. I've actually got the microphone going round the other thing now. I've got it round there, so I'd have to put the mic through that now. So I can put it back, and then I can hear myself again. Yeah, I've got the headphones going through that now. That wouldn't be a problem because if I was using the headphone amp, I'd probably have that running through it as well. But a man-made lake. Oh, that's interesting. Looks cool. It looks cool. I like it. Right, guys. So thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone for watching. I appreciate you sharing your channel there. It looks really beautiful there. It looks like you've started doing a lot more videos recently, though. I'll check that video afterwards. As far as buying in Spain, I've always thought about moving over to Spain. Yeah, checking out what life is like over there. But thanks for watching. It's been a long stream. It's nearly 3.5 hours in. It's been a long stream and I want to get this packed away, get it all sorted. I've got a lot of equipment to mess about with over the next couple of weeks. So there will be videos about this later on. Wonder why the video wobbles. It was on a phone screen holder above the ear vents. It's probably the phone. It's the phone. Can't even talk. I'm talking too long. It's probably the phone. I suspect the phone just doesn't have a great camera on the front, and when things are shaking about and it's not on a tripod, it maybe just that looks like what it's trying to do is stabilize it. Sometimes when, you know, in earlier phones or mid-range phones, when they're trying to do stabilization, what they'll do is they'll use software to try and tweak it, but then you get this wobbling effect. I think that's what's happened. I think it's trying to stabilize, the video's trying to stabilize itself and it doesn't know what to do because it's moving around. I think that's what's happened, I think. But thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. And if anyone else watches this later on, again, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Leave a comment and I'll do more videos about all of this stuff later on. I've got videos coming about, you know, this stream has covered a lot of stuff today. A lot of stuff. So I've got a lot of videos coming about all this stuff, but I need to figure it out. You know, I need to test things and then I can share what I've learned. But yeah, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Hey Evo, good to see you. Yeah, I've kind of went through a lot. I've probably did about 10 videos worth in one video, in one stream, because I've covered so many things. But I wanted to, yeah, I didn't want to do loads and lots of videos with this stuff. I just wanted to get it open and mess about with it and get feedback from you guys about it. But I'll test all this stuff. I need to spend time testing everything here. Yeah, I need to test it all, and I need to see what it all sounds like. Yeah, that's what I need to do. So thanks for watching, Spanish, Evo, Nollis that was watching earlier, everyone was watching earlier. I do appreciate all the support. I'll get some more videos soon. I'll do some more streams soon. But until then, thanks for watching. And if I don't speak to you, have a fantastic weekend. Till next time, guys. Take care. Cheers.